Just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank. Come on with a dank. Skrill in a tank. Rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. Me's Joe by Small Rex.
What up, though?
Old Chris Crash Out Kohloff, a.k.a. Nicky Sins.
Nicky Sins.
Nicky Sins in the building.
Yeah.
Nicky Sins.
I had to just embrace it. You can't hide it with the hat. You know, you
Sure.
gotta just go in. You're confident. Yeah. I feel confident with it. It turned out way better
It
than
looks
I thought.
good.
Yeah, you're fine, dude. Yeah.
I'm
Nicky
feeling good
Sins.
about it.
Shout
yeah.
out to Beth for helping out Friday night.
Shout out.
Came in clutch for the eyebrows, the hair, all the above. Ooh.
Oh,
Come on, Chris. What are you doing?
Oh, she missed the. Chris missed the palm.
Chris didn't
missed
get
the
it on
palm.
camera.
I'll take it.
Michael
That's all right.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan. How were you guys' recovery efforts on that one?
I
I actually didn't sleep.
went home and
kinda
kept
there.
it going.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Still haven't.
I think we
slept.
all
No.
text each
Still
other.
haven't slept. No, I went home and just
Couldn't sleep.
couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
So I ended up, just going through Saturday like a normal day. Went to sleep at like midnight. Was fine. And my body, like I didn't even sleep in on Sunday. I woke up at like 10
Yeah.
and I felt fine. I woke up today, I felt like shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, for me it was the next day.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Today I was really tired this morning. I felt like shit on BDE.
Because I had my sister's graduation, or not graduation, her
Wedding.
baby shower, like I was telling you guys. And I was there, but I was a little sluggish. I'll say that. I was a little like,
Detroit Slaughter says do it again.
we
We very well might.
Very
maybe.
well might.
Maybe.
Maybe we do a St. Patty's Day stream.
That'd be
figure something
wild.
out.
Talk
Dress
to the
up like
high-ups.
leprechauns.
I was determined to stay awake to watch Israel Adesanya fight, and I regretted every moment of it. He looked great in the first round, and he got KO'd, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I could have cried if I loved myself. I didn't realize I liked Israel Adesanya that much until he got knocked out, and I was like, God
Yeah,
damn it,
my
dude.
goat would never.
Damn.
Your GOAT doesn't fight that often, so yeah,
he
of
doesn't
course
lose
he would
it.
never.
Doesn't
so,
lose ever.
I mean, it makes sense.
Doesn't lose ever.
Makes sense. He doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. It is what it is. Nick, what did you end up doing?
Yeah. So I went home.
I'm surprised they didn't kill anyone.
yeah,
Didn't go.
What?
I
Why?
don't know. Certain points in the night, man.
You were crashing out.
You were crashing out.
I feel like all right. I maybe was crashing out a little bit, but it was an all good. It was an all fun. I tried to go home and sleep. Also couldn't sleep. I think that was just one of those things where
We were
it's
just
just
all
you're
wound
so
up.
so wound up. I mean, we were boozing hard. We were drinking coffee in the morning. It was fun, but. So I finally got like 3-4 hours of sleep, then tried to power through my Saturday night. Honestly, just went kind of back hard on the horse and stayed up till about 2 a.m. But while I was in bed, I was like, uh-oh, here it comes. Finally, everything from the last 2 nights of partying, boom, I yacked. Usually never yak. And so I'm glad I didn't do it on stream or else I would have lost the bet.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Nobody yacked.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
surprisingly.
I don't know. You guys
Chris
took a
Speculative.
couple
All
of
right.
rendezvous.
Some speculators for Chris.
All right, you guys saw where I was at. I made it clear where I was at. I was on the phone. I was handling some things.
There was like 2 we didn't know.
Yeah, and those 2 were phone calls. You
Yeah, he
saw-
called his grandma
Yeah.
at midnight.
on her
Sure.
birthday. It was 9 p.m. It felt like midnight.
It did feel
felt
like
midnight.
I remember it was like 12:03. And Spingy's like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like,
I was hammered, dude.
no.
I guess I tried to kiss Nick.
You tried to kiss Nick?
No,
Yeah.
you wanted me to
I
kiss you on
remember
the
that.
cheek. You guys
I
weren't in
didn't
here.
remember that either.
I might be
You wanted me
Les
to
told
kiss
me
you on
about
the
it.
cheek.
Pull up the string.
Of course,
I didn't
Lance
do it.
remembered it. That's probably the highlight of the stream for him.
Unless you're trying to trick you to test.
I don't know.
I don't know. It didn't happen. We're good.
I don't know. It didn't happen. We're good. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, Chris, how the rest of your day go?
So mine was I went home. I went straight to sleep for like 3 hours or 3 hours, something like that. Got up and then kind of just chilled, took it easy that night, and fell asleep at like 1 a.m. Just that was simple. And then today I woke up tired as shit.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's weird. I woke up tired, but I've been good all day. Haven't crashed. I don't do coffee, anything like that. So I was like expecting to crash. It hasn't hit me yet. So
Jim's
I
gonna
feel
suck
fine.
later.
I feel fine. I think honestly that just sleeping that first day just got it out of me, and I'm good.
Gym is gonna suck for me later. I already know that.
Oh
I've
yeah, that's
accepted
good.
that.
That's gonna be tough.
You gotta take. You gotta buy the smelling salts. We always keep talking about. We just keep forgetting.
Doing the smelling salts.
Yeah,
think
whatever.
they're
Where do you buy?
I think they're
smelling
on
salts?
Amazon.
GNC.
I think I looked it up.
Yeah, or Amazon. But you go right in GNC, grab them. Pretty
There's
sure.
a vitamin shop right down the street. I
Yeah.
gotta.
I might stop by there too. What time they close? I'm gonna figure that out.
They close at 9.
Either way, the news. The biggest news of the weekend. Luka Doncic.
There's a lot of big news this weekend.
Traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, a first-round pick, and actually no, they threw with Maxi Kleber,
Max Christie.
Max Christie.
Maxi Kleber was in the trade as well.
Say what?
Cleveland and Markieff Morris
Yep.
went with Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Max Christie, Anthony Davis, somebody else, and a first-round pick went to the Mavs.
I traumatized my family because I literally just started screaming. I was like, "What?
Yeah,
What?
that was crazy.
What?"
Um,
They thought someone died or something like that. I was just freaking the fuck out because I had no understanding what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I think that was everybody's reaction at first. And like even the NBA, like players were like, "Did Shams get hacked? What the hell is going on here? This is so. This is one of the most shocking trades in the history of the NBA." Jason Kidd didn't know anything about it. LeBron James didn't know anything about it. Just an insane day, an insane trade. We got a couple super chats in here real quick.
Shout out.
Adam Young says Nick giving Edward Norton an American History X vibes.
I've
Nobody
never
says
seen that. I hope it's not a weird character.
he's a neo-Nazi and he curb stomps people.
Oh God!
Nobody says you guys got to go back and watch the beer pong and just let it eat because starting there, there's a lot of crash outs. Had a blast watching, boys.
Yeah.
Dante
That was
151
fun.
said, Nick, I'm sorry to say this, but you look like a young Howie Mandel. Just put some sunglasses on and there you go. Go Pistons, beat the Hawks.
Shout out, boys. All right. Keep them coming.
Dude, I really do. So I didn't really crash out. It was you for sure.
Oh, Nick crashed out for sure.
For all of us on the beer pong.
Nick
But I
was
do
the
want to
MVP.
go back and see about the cup. I
I did go back and see it. It was on you. Like there was
was
a
on
ball
easy.
that clearly went this way that I went to pick up, and you were just like, "Fuck it, my shot," and like you just did not take the cup
just
out.
blame it on me.
No,
I
it was clear as day. I have a
Crazy.
video I can send to Chris.
It's
Crazy,
definitely, you guys definitely didn't pull it. 'cause
Either
we were-
guy could
we
have
were
pulled it.
hunt-
It's
me and
about
Chris
goal.
were
We were
hunting
hunting
that
that
cup
down.
like
No,
seven-
easy. The
7
ball,
attempts.
the ball went like way over here, so I was like not even by the table at that point. You were like, boom, ready to shoot.
Yeah.
I mean,
So the
it's an
ball went
easy
way over
mix-up.
there, and I shot it. Then that means there would have been a third ball in the cup. So what are you talking about?
No, you
No.
pulled the ball
You
from
pulled
the
the ball
cup
out of the
first.
cup.
The second shot went, and it hit like the back wall, bounced this way. So I was getting the second ball when you already had the first ball. Didn't pull the cup. We could go back. It's no biggie now.
I see what you're
but
saying.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that's on me.
Yeah, we were
It's all good.
we were hunting that thing
Yeah.
down, dude. We were absolutely.
I'm glad
gunning
somebody
for
pulled
it.
it.
I was trash. That's probably the worst game of beer pong I've ever played in my
I was
life.
disappointed in you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought when I was like Spartans versus Walmart Wolverines, I thought we were gonna smoke.
Oh yeah, I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I started hitting him in the second game.
To be
but
honest,
that first game I
there's
was
zero room to work with over here.
I do feel that. I do.
Especially
feel
when
that
I'm carrying a child at all times. I just got this giant belly.
just been
in my
pregnant for
way.
3 years.
Was not helping me.
yeah. It was tough out on that window.
Yeah. I will give you guys. I will give you guys.
Tia
that.
Shore says
But
Nick
the
looks
bow-
like he's going
bows
to tell on
was bullshit.
someone.
What were we saying, Chris?
The bows was bullshit because I've been playing. I know I've had long limbs my whole life. I've been fucking. I know to step way back of the fucking table. Mm-hmm. So that was a crazy crash out. Y'all just mad your short limbs couldn't do that.
Yeah, best times of those nights forever. Nick was
Nick
MVP
crashed.
of the
Dude,
all
when
night
Nick
stream
kept
for
reading
sure.
the chat,
That was the
I was like,
Go.
keep going, chat.
Yeah. Keep going, chat. Nick, don't know if I fucked this up the poop game, but like it was fire. I don't care. I don't regret it. The
The
chicken
what?
sandwiches in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Those chicken
Yeah. Those
sandwiches
were so
fire.
good.
They definitely, that set me over because I had some really nasty poops after that. But
It was the corn
Are
dog.
you guys sure it wasn't the crazy amount of Miller Lite and vodka and tequila that was
Probably
also
didn't help.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Probably
fair.
not
We're just
help.
gonna blame the chicken
it's probably a
sandwich. here.
combination of all those factors. But yeah, that shout out to you guys in the chat.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Obviously, would not have been possible without all of
How
you.
tall are you, Jared? Huh?
Yeah. Come meet me on the court.
I'm 6'4".
Oh man.
Did you say later? Did you say like 5 minutes later? I'm 6'2". Like,
Yeah, it just kept going down.
Yeah, he started at
6'3".
6'6".
That's fucking
I
awesome.
forgot about that.
Shout out to Jared.
Me and Alex Pierce got a better connection than me and Marvin Bagley.
That was yeah.
Apparently, me and Alex Pierce were just. I was dotting up everybody with
You and Alex
Pierce.
Pierce are
That's
putting
my
in
Marvin
work.
Bagley. That's the first time I played Madden in probably
dude, I
10
was
years.
trash.
I also learned
Yeah.
that it's sad that I own these games, and I was hands down the worst one at all of them.
No, I was the worst at
I'm
Madden
too
by
old for
far.
video games.
I threw
officially.
like 4 passes and 3 of them were picks. I was terrible. Remember?
actually, I did,
played
yeah.
that last
I was
game.
dropping
yeah.
dimes to Alex Pierce.
Yeah.
Great time.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Luka Doncic to the Lakers, though. What the fuck? I don't know how that's gonna fit. First and foremost, for the now in the short. I know we're making fun of the Mavericks for sure, but they're gonna be better than the Lakers, I think.
Yes.
And the right now.
Oh yeah.
But you had arguably top 3 guy in the fucking league, and you didn't shop that around
In his prime.
Exactly.
in his prime at 25 years old.
Yeah.
Because the Mavs were the one that made the call.
It doesn't smell right.
There's no hyperbole. This is no hyperbole when I say this is the best trade asset in NBA history. This is the best trade asset that's ever been on the market. You look at the other big
Luka?
names that were traded; they were either borderline top 5 players and older. This is a guy in Luka Doncic who is not 26. Everybody keeps saying he's not 26 when he turns 26 this month. So basically 26 years old.
Not even 26.
And he is playing at an MVP caliber level and has been for seasons. Just took a team to the finals. I get his deficiencies, but you shop that easy. Like you said, you do your due diligence around the league. You could have gotten a better. If Rudy Gobert gets you 2 fucking picks, I don't care what player you get back. I don't care what player you get back. You get more picks than just 1 pick. Like, that was insane. It was poorly managed. There's just a lot of fishiness to it.
A lot of fishiness.
Adam Silver was in Detroit when Dallas was playing. Might have been a little, Jimmy Hoffa situation if you want to put on the tinfoil hat. Like, I don't know. It just, it doesn't
What is
smell
your
right.
conspiracy?
I mean, I think
Ratings are down.
push Luka and Wemby, right? I mean, those are the 2 guys that just got all-stars this weekend. One of them got superstar. Like, Luka, now is in the biggest market in LA. That's the thing that it is that it's not just how they shopped and traded Luka. It's who they traded him to. The Lakers were your only call ever.
Yeah.
That was weird. There was reports that there was one other call like a couple weeks ago, but that hasn't really been confirmed yet, so I don't know. But still, to just only call the Lakers of all teams, the best, like the most valuable franchise in the NBA, that's the team you're calling, just one. Call Minnesota. Ask for Ant. If you're going to be this crazy, do something like that.
The Nets had fuck ton of picks. We know players if they still want to compete.
The Jazz. The Jazz have 5,000 picks. And
that was
Danny
another
Ainge.
thing that came out, with Danny Ainge today saying that he didn't know that this was the trade that was happening. And that's smart by Dallas because Danny Ainge, you know how he is. He would have been like, all right, I need 4 picks. I need 4 picks and LeBron if I'm going to be the 3rd team in this trade. Like, he's just a gouger.
Man. In Weezy D313, Nico targeted AD, which him and Kyrie, that is a fit. But is it like a national, like is it like a championship fit?
Is it a
giving?
giving up one of the best players in the league that just got you to a finals appearance and that is 25 years old fit? No.
Top 3 guy in the league.
Like what Matt said yesterday in the chat, I'm not going to repeat, but I agree with that. There's nothing Luka could do that should make you trade him.
Oh, that was fucking
That
hilarious.
was hilarious. And like Mark Cuban had no role in it because he's no longer
stepped
plays
away.
any role in basketball operations. He's a minority owner of the Mavericks, and he was on record in 2022 saying that if it came to trading Luka or losing his wife, he would sign the divorce papers tomorrow. So, I mean, Dallas just sold their future to try to win now.
Yeah, more leaning towards, I don't know, man. Because I love Neil's spit on it because, like, it's funny. He's like, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's a bad human being. I'm like, I don't know, relax.
Who,
Let's
Luka?
calm down. Luka. I think it's like a mix of just like, I do kind of believe I don't believe that he's lazy, but I believe they thought that he was lazy because there's a video that came after them stealing the beer from him.
Yeah.
The
Obviously-
stealing the beer was crazy. That is so
That's mad
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
No, they're
Yeah.
definitely.
Dude,
I
don't
mean,
steal a beer out of somebody's hands. Like
Yeah,
they
no.
had beef. You could tell.
That's what
And
it
then,
is.
but if Luka was a piece of shit asshole, like he would have reacted way differently than they did. He was just like, all right, fine, fuck it.
Yeah, like I mean, you saw his act in the finals last year. Like he is a baby on the court.
They all are, though.
He bitches more than anybody in the NBA. He bitches more than LeBron. He bitches more than anybody.
Try to take advantage of
Screams
that
at
privilege,
refs.
my brother. You know what I'm saying?
He plays absolutely no defense, and he is out of shape. So those were the reasons that they said. Those were the reasons that the Mavs gave for trading him, and they're factual reasons.
I guess.
But like
He's still the third best player.
He's a generational player.
Yeah. I guess. What's the GM's name? Nico Harrison or
Nico Harrison.
Yeah.
I guess he answered like 3 questions in the presser and just left J Kidd by himself.
Jason Kidd looked like his family died in that presser.
He literally dipped out, gave him one of these, and like J Kidd had to answer like the rest of the questions. Who didn't know about the trade himself? By
Didn't
the way,
know
either.
about it at all.
Fucked up.
We have
actually
the
have
video.
like an imagination of what
Do
J
I-
Kidd wanted to do.
Yeah.
Via AI. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Dude, AI is crazy.
AI is crazy.
Like, that looks
It is.
real.
Shout out to Devin the dog. Threw a dollar in chat. Came through on the
With
stream
the za
With the za.
and
Dropped
the
off some
merch.
shirts.
Yep.
So shout out to him.
Big
Shout out
time.
to 51 Clothing, man. Make sure you guys check them out. We are well over break. We continue talking about this conversation as well as one that we're going to talk about later too, including a trade to possible Detroit Lions. But first, let me tell you about Mark White, because if you are an NBA player and or NFL player and you're making that move, call my guy Mark White. He can save you up to $5,000 in closing costs of your new home. That's $5,000. He's one of the best in the state. It's markwhitesales.com or 248-290-8242. That's 248-290-8242. Visit Mark White.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner? Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce in Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts, Dr. Jeff Pierce, here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WorldSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Small Reaction, Chris Nicholas Kohloff. Smash that like button, a.k.a. Nicky Sins. You get a new nickname every quarter. It's crazy. It's honestly kind of legendary.
Stick. And they're always good.
They're always good. Yes, they just fit.
Yeah.
Microwave Nick, Crash Out Kohloff. Now you're Nicky
Detroit
Sins.
Mario.
Detroit Mario.
Yeah.
Tailgate with
How do you do it? What's the secret?
You guys are the ones that are doing it. I don't do shit. I just sit in the booth and crash out. So here we go.
I guess so. That's fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Were you guys disappointed that the Pistons didn't get their hands in any of that stuff?
Not really.
I got a feeling they still might
When
have
the
something.
Fox one came, I was like, all right, when the fuck?
The Fox
Because
one,
everyone was like, oh,
Yeah.
can't do anything with the Pistons.
but
Can't do anything with the
nobody dumped
Pistons.
salary. All the salary was accounted for. Like, Fox got traded, but so did Levine.
Mm-hmm.
Luka got traded, but so did Anthony Davis. So they didn't have to overlap any salary or get rid of any contracts like that.
There's also that report from Evan. I'm blanking on his last name. I'll look it up. But he reported that
Mobley.
Evan Mobley.
Going to the Lakers for LeBron.
That the Pistons and Pelicans have a trade in place to get them under the luxury tax. Their team that's
It's
suffering.
probably going to be CJ McCollum.
I don't know. I think they're only 1.4 million over, so it could be pretty much anybody on their roster with probably a second or something. I imagine it's going to be a smaller move like that.
Hopefully,
so they
CJ
have
McCollum.
something in place. But you're right. You can't expect them for the Luka one, but for the Fox one, that had a couple days brewing. There was some ground to it. This Luka one was obviously a secret, so you can't expect the Pistons to get in on it. Hell, the Jazz didn't. They didn't even know what they were doing. So that makes sense that they weren't in that one. But the Fox one, that's one where I was like, damn. I was kind of hurt that the Pistons weren't involved. Multi-team trade.
Yeah.
I know. Was it Nick and Chris trying to talk us into maybe they're the fourth team? We're like,
but
no.
are we hearing it's a multi? What are the three teams? I'm like, dude, what the fuck are we doing?
I didn't see the.
It's the Kings, it's the Bulls, and it's the Spurs. Those are the three teams.
But it said multi, not three.
Three
Big brain.
is multiple.
Mid-mates is Jose Alvarado.
Both could be true. Alvarado's the name that I would hope for, but it might be as simple as like their last bench player.
Is Jose Alvarado doing it for you, Chris?
I would hope for CJ McCollum. I mean, Alvarado would accept it. It's not. Well, I'd be like, oh well, if we're gonna get one player off their roster,
Well,
I'm hoping it's fucking Jose Alvarado.
I'm expecting it to be a small move. I'm expecting it to be a small move, and the Pistons are trying to still use the majority of that cap to get something else, a bigger move. But if that is their only move, then yeah, CJ would be my guy. But if it's like a small move, like it sounds like it's gonna be, then I'd expect it to be Jose or maybe even less than that, because it's only 1.4 million they need to get under tax. So it's a nothing burger. That's pretty much anybody on their roster.
Is anybody concerned with like the chemistry? I've seen that a few times. I know something I've expressed a wee bit in the past, like in a Pistons trade, just because like they're kind of rolling right now.
No. JB Bickerstaff got these guys to buy in. He is a veteran coach. There are veterans in place on this team. No, they won't have a problem issuing in a new player.
I don't think they'd bring in anybody that would fuck that up too.
No. Yeah. Culture fits.
They know what the
got to get their guy, Pistons guy, a Bickerstaff guy.
Yeah, I mean JB.
We're starting that this year.
Yeah,
this offseason.
I'll never forget. We had Zarek like fresh off the presser, and he's like, the first thing you realize, like there was like, it sounds weird to say, not my words, brother. This is Zarek's words, but there's testosterone in the room. He said you could feel it. It was different, and I feel like that's the type of guys they're going to acquire. Like,
you can feel it pressing up against your leg.
Yeah, the conversations get weirder and weirder. It smells like this room, huh?
Yeah.
Can I sit up there with you guys?
Dude, it probably smelled like that in here on Friday.
No, dude. Beth confirmed. She said it smelled like ball sack and $5 pizza.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Great
That's what
time,
happens.
Great time.
It's kind of like the back room there too. But yeah, I don't think they'll grab anybody that ruin any type of chemistry. I think they'll grab. They know what this path is. They know it's a fucking. They're treading forward. They're going uphill. They're not going to grab anybody who's going to mess it up. Any type of dickheads or
for sure.
PUSSYs. Like they'll grab some dogs. If they do, they might just grab some first round picks.
You just spell out pussy.
Somebody. Yeah, I don't want to say it. You know,
that's a pussy move.
Last week you were talking about getting your COCK rubbed.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, come rub my. And then Chase clipped it for whatever reason.
You can feel it on your leg.
Nick, where you at the Pistons trade deadline?
I just don't really think they're in a position they can really fuck anything up unless they go big for an aging superstar and trade, a first-round pick like some.
Bring Blake home.
Bring Blake home. Yeah, I just think that's the only way you can actually mess this up because that's when the chemistry would be questionable.
So you're saying trade the house for Russell Westbrook?
Exactly. That'd be the type of move that would be messed
Jimmy
up.
Butler,
but I still think, I don't know. I would like to see maybe like a step above a Jose Alvarado for sure. Because I don't want to just, slide into that 7 seed. I want to get that 6 seed and actually have a chance to beat the New York Knicks in round 1. Yeah. That's what my goal is right now.
Yeah.
As a Piston, I think that's what everyone's goal should be. I don't think we should be happy just to make it. I will be happy, don't get me wrong, but I also think that this team with Cade Cunningham, the way he's playing right now, he's better than any player on the Knicks, honestly, in my eyes.
Yes. Yeah. And they're playing with house money so far this year. Like they're exceeding expectations. They are playing extremely well. And they're not tied into any crazy contracts or anything that they're forced to get rid of. So
Yeah.
if a deal falls in their lap that they like, they're going to take it. If they don't do anything, which is highly unlikely, yeah, fans will be disappointed, but nobody's going to be calling for anybody's head because they're still having a good season. They've got a good group of guys in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at this as like the Jose trade is just a small thing because if you have that done days in advance, and that's like a if all else fails.
Really digging your heels in on
Yeah,
that.
you were just all in on Jose Alvarado.
No, it's incredible.
So I can't pay no way, Jose.
I would like a backup defensive point guard. I think that would fit very well with JB Bickerstaff.
Hi, Sandy.
But if you get that and
Sandy.
another rotation player, I'm happy. I'm fine with that.
Did you get
And a
this?
couple
I'm not
assets.
mad at you, Chris. It's
It's just funny that
yeah. I don't know the way you're selling.
praying for Jose.
Yeah, you're overselling it a bit.
Is your
I mean,
source?
he's a 40% three-point shooter and plays good defense as a guard.
Not for you.
He's pesky.
That's
Dream
what, that's,
scenario, Jose Alvarado.
Is this your insider Pelicans guy?
No, I don't have a Pelicans guy. I have
He called
every
his
other
backup
team
point
in
guard
that
guy to see who on the market is available.
I called my yeah.
Get Fontecchio
What
out
is
of here, go
CJ
get
at this
Derrick
point in his
Jones
career?
or
I might be
something.
okay with Alvarado over CJ too, to be honest with you.
I don't remember how much he has left.
I feel like he's doing media and shit now. He's got the hit injury history. He's in the. I feel like he's trying to move on from his playing days a little bit there. He's just collecting a check. It almost feels like. Is he trying to compete anymore?
Is Zion playing
CJ
nowadays?
McCollum's
Yes.
averaging 22
He's back.
points on 37% from three.
Yeah, he just had
About
a 50
4
point
assists,
game
4
a couple weeks ago.
rebounds,
God damn, bring him home.
a block and a steal,
How
or
many
a
games
block and a steal and half a block.
It's a 2-year contract.
Yeah,
How
he's
many-
shooting 45% from the floor.
How many games he
37
played this year?
36.
All right, CJ.
Durable, yeah. But
And-
the only player that's durable on that Pelicans roster.
Don't
Let's put that.
Don't
stay.
I want you, I need you, oh God.
Yeah, I'd be very happy with CJ McCollum. I think he'd be
Oh,
a
yeah.
great fit next to Kate Cunningham. This is a guy who can bring the ball up the court. You know, he's not a point guard, but he can bring the ball up the court. He can obviously create and get his own shot and play make
Yeah.
a little bit. He would take a big weight off of Cade's shoulders when it comes to shouldering the offense. So I would love that. Hoping for CJ McCollum would accept Jose Alvarado.
Exactly. Jose is
That's
the
not,
base
yeah,
hit.
that's not what you said.
CJ's the home run. I just said that's the base. That's the base.
Chris
hit.
wants to keep the line moving. Just
Yeah.
get base hits.
Hashtag
good with
hope
that
for
this
Jose.
year.
Hashtag hope for Jose.
It's house money this year.
People were thinking you have a friend that's getting deported or something.
Did you see the meme of the ice truck parked in the Taco Bell parking lot? It's
Bro.
like they're spawn camping now, bro.
Everybody knows no real Mexicans eat Taco Bell. They're offended by that
facts.
shit.
I love it. Like,
Let's talk merch.
break like actual authentic Mexican tacos, dude.
Bang.
Nothing like it.
Bang.
Some cilantro, some onions.
Although some don't even flavor. They don't even use seasoning. They just, it's like all cilantro and lime
Oh,
and shit.
cilantro, onions,
I ain't
lime.
mad at it.
Dip it in the sauce. Oh,
Yeah.
some fucking green sauce on top of it. I could.
I gotta say, Bria Tacos do it for me.
You know what, Chet? Comment your
Mac.
favorite Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Gotta know.
Shout out El Oasis in East Lansing. It's my favorite Mexican restaurant ever. It's a food truck.
I don't know that I have one. That's why I want to know who you guys are.
Taco
find out one
stand.
either.
Taco stand in
Taco
Birmingham
stand
is
slaps.
fire.
I get a lot of heartburn. Maybe that's just being 30 or something.
That's
I don't
just
know.
being. This is 30.
This is 30. That fucking sucks. You shouldn't get heartburn for enjoying the fucking chorizo
Dude,
taco.
my dad takes a pill every day so he can eat what he wants and not get heartburn. He's
might-
like,
I
I can
might-
either avoid good food or I can take a pill every morning and eat whatever I want. I was like, I mean, yeah.
That might be the first pill of the day my fat ass starts taking.
Yeah, the heartburn.
So I can eat what I want, god damn it. When we get back, we'll gather together, we'll do a prayer circle for Myles Garrett. But before then, tell us about merch.
Let me tell you about merch. The best place to shop is WoodwardSports.com. Of course, the ultimate Detroit swag resides here on Woodward Sports. You can go to their website, WoodwardSports.com, click that shop tab. Hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to WoodwardSports.com and shop today.
Love Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
What up, and welcome back to Order Waits live, motorsports.com. And me, Joe by Spimo Rex, old Chris,
Welcome you.
Young Chris,
Nikki Sins.
Nikki Sins.
Smash a like
That's
button.
the best one.
Nikki Sins?
Yeah.
It worked too. As soon as Beth came in here, she went to you and fucking
Automatically.
clasped you.
Yeah.
That's
Wanted a piece of
She
this.
grabbed you by the penis.
bald is beautiful.
She said, I had the old bull. Now I want the young calf.
Shut the fuck up, Dale. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I would love to read these Mexican restaurants, but I'm not confident in my ability to. There's a lot of.
You want me to try some?
Yeah, go ahead. La Finca in Kalamazoo. That one was kind of easy.
Los Galanes.
Galanes,
Oasis.
downtown in Mexican town.
El Oasis is goated. Whoever said El Oasis is right.
Pablo's in Lansing.
Taco
La Migra.
Cabana.
Shifka says Xochimilco.
Tequila El Rey. Tequila Alma by me was pretty good. I think they closed already.
Los Tres.
Los Tres Amigos.
Anybody in Macomb County, put your shit in all caps, 'cause I'm stopping by
The
there.
whole enchilada at the bake sale.
I'm gonna
Mr.
open up a
Miguel's is
taco
good.
truck, and that's
Have
what
you
I'm
ever had
calling
Mr. Miguel's?
Miss Miguel's?
Yeah.
No.
It's good. There's one on like 10 and Ryan.
Shout out. Greg, 225, 6 straight wins
El
for Red
Charo's
Wings.
fire.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we're going to talk about
Yeah,
that too.
we're going to talk. We got a couple Red Wings topics. We got a couple more Pistons topics. For
Well,
sure.
I'll do this actually. Where do you guys want to take it? Because we got the Myles Garrett
Let's do
stuff
a
on the
Myles
table.
Garrett one and get it out of the way.
Okay.
Because we got, what, 2 Red Wings, 2 Pistons, a Tigers.
I want it.
Yes.
I want
And
it.
Myles
I want
Garrett.
it.
Should the Detroit Lions trade for Myles Garrett?
Absolutely. The
Yes.
Detroit Lions should trade for Myles Garrett.
Yes. Will it happen?
Probably not.
Probably not. Don't know.
Yeah.
But should they? Without a doubt, yes. Well, I mean, what are we doing? I understand there's money involved, but the money can make sense.
You work the money out for
He's
a
got
player like that.
$19 million this year after a trade. The Browns have to pay like $36 million dead cap for that to be the case, and that's what's most likely going to happen. They're going to have to restructure some stuff on their side too, because they guaranteed everything for Deshaun Watson. They got Tyler Conklin and a few other guys too. You can afford that. Not $19 million for a Hall of Fame edge rusher. You absolutely can afford that. And here's the thing with all these deals. We talk about it all the time too, by the way. When you re-sign a guy, such as Aiden Hutchinson is going to get a deal here soon, such as Kirby Joseph is going to get a deal here soon, the big money doesn't hit until that 3rd year. You can afford Myles Garrett for those first 2 years. It's 19 the first year and 25 the second, if I'm not mistaken. That is extremely affordable. Once again, let me repeat it. For a Hall of Fame edge rusher, you're putting on the same defensive line as Aiden Hutchinson. Oh, look at all the injuries that happened last year. Don't care.
Yeah.
That was freak scenario that will not happen again. I would almost bet my house that would have happened again. Like, this is not normal. 15 plus injuries for your starters is insanity. That's you have 11 stars on the defense alone. That's insane. That's not going to happen again. If you can, for the right price, which I believe is around like first two first round picks, yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you leave the money and the contracts and all that stuff to the nerds in the front office. Like
Nerds!
You go out there and you find that fucking dog. And if Myles Garrett is up for, if he's on the block, if Myles Garrett is being moved, you should absolutely throw your name in the ring.
Yeah.
This is something that could win you a Super Bowl. This is a move that could win you a Super Bowl. And if it comes to losing, and I hate to say this, but names like Kirby Joseph, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta to get Myles Garrett and Aiden Hutchinson, I'm doing it.
What names again?
Guys like Jameson Williams, Kirby Joseph, Sam Laporta. If you have to lose one of those guys to get Myles Garrett opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, I'm fucking doing it. And this is something that would set you up as the Super Bowl favorite for as long as you have Myles Garrett and Aiden Hutchinson together. Obviously, we know they have the cap space to do it right now, to fit his contract right now on this team. Yeah. Obviously, we know those guys I mentioned aren't needing new contracts until Myles Garrett's contract right now would be up. So the money lines up for the time being. Obviously, he's going to want an extension. He's going to want to get more money. We'll see what happens there, but this is something that, you should absolutely do. Do I expect them to do it? Do I think it's going to happen? No, probably not. I could see him going... I don't know, because he said he wants to win, too. Because I'm like, I can see him going to the Patriots. That would make the most sense because they have a gazillion dollars. But he said he wants to win. He wants to go to a championship organization.
Yeah.
Or a team that's ready to win a championship. And the Lions are one of the few teams in the NFL that is ready to win a championship and has the money to accept a contract that Myles Garrett is on right now. So they're the betting favorite right now to land him. Like they're like plus 350 to land him, which is better than any other team. And that is based on who they are as a team, what they need as a team. Brad Holmes already calling and asking about him and them having the money to be able to do it. Again, like, do I think it's going to happen? No, probably not. But they should do everything they can. You do everything you can, anything possible to make Myles Garrett a Detroit Lion.
And I'm telling you, it's very possible too. Like there's two things off for it. He's not getting traded to the AFC. They're not. If they get a return that bounces them back, and you're like a Detroit Lions situation, you don't have to face Myles Garrett, whatever stacked team you traded him to, on your ascent. That's just, he's not going to the AFC. One, your favor there too. Secondly, he says he wants to contend for a Super Bowl. Everything that I know about Myles Garrett, he's a man of his word. He's not money. They can't just throw money at that and make it go away. He wants to go and contend for a Super Bowl. Detroit Lions are within that window right now.
Yeah.
And putting them on the same line as Aiden Hutchinson would be fucking filthy. It can happen. I think Brad calls.
The writing's Brad is definitely going to call.
He's definitely going to make the phone call.
He's going to do his due diligence.
They got to do some math in first, though. I got to respect Hutch's contract. Like this ain't going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah.
This is just made up on Super Bowl weekend because it's the biggest news, right? But once Hutch gets re-signed, maybe Kirby, maybe even J-Mo. I know I made the bet with whoever in the chat. Then maybe this falls in line. But we got to do some math on our end first.
Yeah.
And then, probably a possibility could.
Well,
fellas, after you, Chris, my bad.
No, you're good. Go.
Fellas, nobody thought that Stafford deal was going down either.
Yeah.
You know, like that happened similar time. Like when the iron's hot, you got to strike when it's hot. All right, fellas, two things. This 100% shrinks the window for the Lions if they go out and do this deal. But it makes that window, like, you are by far the favorite if you have Myles Garrett and Aiden Hutchinson. I think you're above Kansas City at that point because I think it's two of the top 5 defenders in the NFL. Like, that's what you're looking at. And we talk about going up against a Mahomes all the time, a Josh Allen, a Lamar Jackson. When you ultimately do get to the Super Bowl, you need the disruptors on the defensive line. This takes it from, being a cute story in your defense barely hanging on to literally having a top 5 defense. Like, you're going to cause turnovers, get sacks, and be able to put pressure on those elite quarterbacks where you're winning the Super Bowl. Ultimately, I think you do everything in your power to actually go out and get Garrett.
And I think it's a little more likely than we're kind of going into. I'm not saying it's happening, but I do think there is a little more credence than we would expect because this is a home run swing, yes. But Brad Holmes called, and he sounded frustrated in that quote where he said, I tried to get a DN. That was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a GM. So I imagine that when he was calling about Myles Garrett, who wasn't available at that time, Max Crosby, who wasn't available at that time, that he was frustrated by not being able to get one. So that shows that he has a desire because he knows the appetite. He knows what it takes to get a player of that caliber, and he showed the appetite this season to get one. So I will say, I'm not putting my chips on it happening, but I do think there is a little more credence than just the pipe dream that it may seem like today as we're looking at Myles Garrett falling into our laps.
And listen, motherfuckers in the chat were already saying, oh, we're not going to sign all these guys. We're not going to be able to keep all these guys.
Correct.
So if you already weren't going to be able to, I would absolutely add Myles Garrett for the 2 years you still have all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even in that scenario, too, like, with all due respect to everybody that's been a part of, like, the most successful Detroit Lions team I've ever seen in my life.
He'd be the third or fourth best player on your team.
Yeah. And the guys that you're not going to be able to keep, they become assets. They become that Myles Garrett situation. Like, okay, you may have given up two first-round picks, so get them. But you may get a couple first-round picks or a first-round pick in return for Jamison Williams. Whoever it may be. That's
Sam
the name I
uh,
said.
You guys know the names. The guys that haven't signed their contracts yet. Jamison Williams, Sam Laporta. Obviously, we think Gibbs is one they're going to keep for sure. Yeah. Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch. Those are the guys.
I think another year on Laporta, too, because he's part of Gibbs' class.
You do. All of them have more time.
Yeah. And that's the real situation, too. Like, you don't even got to necessarily make any moves because, technically, they all are under contract.
I'd absolutely do it.
But to make more – I mean, and I'm reading this article by Justin, 19 and then 20 is actually, like, the cap hits, even better. I said 25. Mm-hmm. It's very doable. It can happen. And I believe, Brad, at the end of the day, if it is 2 firsts is the asking price –
you do it.
Yeah.
You do it 100%.
You went and grabbed Terrion Arnold for a first and a third. And I get it was a draft pick. You're moving up in the draft. You knew who you were drafting when you made that move. At the end of the day, you still gave up a first round and a third round pick for the unknown. Why not give up what's going to be a back half of the draft regardless either way you look at it? 2 of those first round picks, maybe one being pick 32 if you make this trade. For a fucking bona fide Hall of Famer, Defensive Player of the Year caliber defensive end. Who plays the run and sacks the fuck out of the quarterback. There's only been one season, I think his rookie year, we didn't have double-digit sacks.
I can say with pretty much 100% sincerity that the next 2 years where the Lions are going to be drafting in the first round, you won't get a player better than Myles Garrett. So, obviously you're going to figure out what it would take. And if it's there, you do it, and then you figure out who's staying and who's going afterwards. Yeah. After Myles Garrett walks through the door. Because, like I said, it automatically makes you the favorite for the Super Bowl, and it wouldn't be close.
Mark says, would you guys rather trade 2 firsts over losing guys on our team? Absolutely. And to be honest with you, I don't think we would lose any guys on our team because I talked about it. They would have to do some money rearranging on their end anyway. Yeah. I don't think they're accepting or going to want any players because they can't afford them. The Browns fucked themselves with the Deshaun Watson contract.
And look at the Rams. Look at what the Rams are doing. Look what they did and where they are now. They sold out, fucked them picks, got rid of picks. They didn't have a first-round pick for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And they're still in the playoffs. And they're off their defensive line. I think we all love their defensive line. Yeah. Those are all guys they drafted. Byron Young, Jared Verse, Fisk, all of those guys. Kobe, whatever.
Turner.
Yeah. Kobe Turner. Yeah. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe
in Joe. He got a pop in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Joe Hendry's the man. I believe in Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions, if they do this, to move around and to do enough moves to keep this team afloat. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I have 100% faith. I want to pose a question to you guys, and it's, if other teams are giving out 2 firsts, we're going to be at the bottom of the list because we're later in the draft here, fellas. If you do have to sweeten it, 2 firsts and a second, maybe even 3 firsts, are you still willing to do it?
Yes.
Because I'm sprinkling one of those comp picks, or at least my third, because I know I have that comp pick this year and next year. Yeah. And to be honest with you, Nick, like, I guess it depends on his definition of contender. Is he looking at the Chicago Bears on the rise or something like that? Like, is he looking at those contenders? Maybe, but true contenders, Lions, Commanders, and again, I'm only talking NFC because there's no way they're trading with the AFC. Yeah. They're going to be back half picks anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to contend for Super Bowl, you want to go to a contender, all those picks are going to be 25 and down, or 25 and up, I should say.
I feel like Jerry would do some crazy shit to try to get Myles Garrett and pair him with Micah Parsons to try to save Dallas. I just feel like Jerry would be doing some reckless shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just
Cowboys
quick thought.
could be in
Watch
there.
out for Cowboys.
Just fucking he does like
He's a Texas guy.
big men
Is he?
with big men parts
Oh, God.
Yeah, if you saw the picture that Bussin' with the Boys put out there
of Myles
Myles Garrett, definitely on Jerry Jones' radar.
Yeah, for sure on Jerry Jones' radar. I just want to, I guess it's kind of weird after that last comment, but gather around,
Feel it on your leg.
grab hands, mythically. Click the stream.
Talk to me.
Like it and share it. Let's all pray for Myles Garrett. Click
Bars.
the stream, like it and share it.
Let's all pray for Myles Garrett.
Click the stream, like it and share it. Let's all pray for Myles Garrett.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather.
Stiff as a board.
Planet Fitness. We'll leave the Wiccanness to the Wiccans. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everyone, and we mean everyone, can get a full body workout in 30 minutes. All memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month. Or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Go to planetfitness.com to join Planet Fitness. Your fitness is essential.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Oh.
1800 tequila is the smoothest tequila, the best tasting tequila. And they have teamed up with the Detroit Lions. As you see, the custom-made Lions bottle, 1800, the best tasting tequila in the game. So when you are drinking it, please just drink it responsibly.
Drink it.
Pull up
responsibly.
Drank.
His shot.
Drank.
I'm sorry. Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on Sports.com. Easy, spin more racks.
Drank.
Nikki Sin. Smash
Drank.
that like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. I gotta be honest with you. We've had these conversations for like 3 years now about grabbing another edge rusher. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of pushback. Year one for sure. And when we were the crybabies, and then we didn't go to the Super Bowl, and the guy that we wanted did go. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not seeing much pushback. Everyone in the chat's kind of on board.
Yeah.
Steve Wiles, well worth it. Super Juggernaut 87. Yup. I'm not really seeing any pushback on that at all.
Ray Floyd, 2 first rounds and a third. Nobody would be upset with that. If the Lions traded for Myles Garrett, everybody would be losing their minds.
Yeah, because what it is it's like they saw a year in which they were the Super Bowl favorites. They built up. They trusted the process. They didn't make blockbuster trades, and it didn't work. Mm-hmm. And we're not saying that whatever reason it didn't work. It just flat out didn't work. So I think those people that were like, no, keep the dynasty. Now they saw that, look, you can do everything right and still not come home with the championship. So F them picks. Let's go get a guy and let's get this because it's now or never.
Also, they lost leverage. The Browns did. Myles Garrett asked out of Cleveland. He's the one that's requesting a trade out. This is the first time where Myles Garrett, a Max Crosby, any of those big superstar type DNs that we can finally pair him with, has asked out. So it's, the Browns lost a lot of leverage in that negotiation. So I'm feeling pretty damn good about the Lions. And, if Brad thinks he's going to win a Super Bowl with this, he's going to do it. Like,
yeah,
flat out. I know he doesn't want to lose his guys that he drafted.
Yeah.
But, this is the price of doing business, Brad. What do you, like?
Yeah.
He's not going to be scared to.
I'd take a helmet to the head if it meant we got Garrett.
You've taken helmets to the head.
That is true.
But, dude, I don't think you got to lose anybody. That guy looks like Bill Belichick. That was trippy. Might be.
In the immediate, no, you don't. You'd still have the gang would be all here.
Right?
We'd have literally the same team we had last year, aside from some depth pieces, with Myles Garrett.
It would be like a bittersweet departure if it did happen too, because like,
thanks for helping us win the Super Bowl.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
Sorry, but if we win the Super Bowl, I'm not going to cry about them not being able to sign anybody.
Michael Dunlap, the super chat, $9.99. Having Myles Garrett will keep your Super Bowl window open for another 5 years. I got to be honest, yeah. I mean, as long as you have him and Hutch, you got to be competing for some, winning some games.
Absolutely.
And these guys, like JG, if you really want to win, you got a $69 million cap hit next year. Restructure it. Throw a couple void years on that. Mm-hmm. And we'll be good to go. You got a no trade clause. We're not getting rid of you. You're here. That's the other part of it, too. These guys are so locked in, want to win this thing. You've already lost your coordinator that you all love. 2 coordinators you already love. Imagine AG. How many vases is he breaking in his office if we trade from Myles Garrett after he left? How pissed is that guy? I mean, it's not like he was available beforehand.
Or
and
Terrell
I will
Williams.
say, the Browns already came out and said
they're not trading him.
But that's like a obligatory.
Yeah, that's you have to do.
What am I trying to say?
Obligatory.
Yeah.
Obligatory. Like they have to do that.
What are you going to do if he doesn't show up to training camp?
What are you gonna do, brother?
Myles Garrett holds all the cards. Like he can just not show up. And then his price is going down even more.
Yep. He's a Dan Campbell guy, too. My only thing, actually, if I want to throw any type of concern in there, did you hear about the foot stuff, like mid-season? Not like, no Justin Tucker.
Yeah. Big foot stuff guy, huh?
No, Jay Tucker.
He'll fit right in.
Jay Tugger, I guess you call him now. But either way. I guess he had like some type of, I got to look it up to see what it is exactly. Huh? No. A foot injury that he had like as a child growing up. I mean, it's not bothered him. Yeah, exactly.
He's been
got
pretty
to the
good
NFL.
up to now.
But the timing
Damn,
of
my
that,
foot injury from 5 years old is just now acting back up.
keep talking. I got to look this up.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I know Wilson keeps repeating himself in the chat about the Browns not wanting our late first-round picks. The Lions sure wanted the Rams' late first-round picks.
Yeah, brother, he wants to go to a contender.
Like, no matter where they trade him to, they're going to get late first-round picks. So it happens.
Yeah, we're not. This isn't like wherever he gets traded to. Is that if
Club
that team
feet,
is a
second gun
contender to win a Super Bowl? It's going to be a late round pick, especially if he's like the missing piece. Whatever. It's a foot injury he's been dealing with as a child. I guess it hasn't bothered him again until now. He talked about having surgery this offseason. He's about to turn 30. Is that like a little bit of a red light? Maybe
Nope.
like he's like, oh, my foot shit might start kicking in. Got to lock it in, get the Super Bowl real quick.
Not at all.
No.
Might bring down the price.
No worry at all. Like, at all. Yeah, I mean, he was the best defender in the league this year.
Reigning defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pairing him with which would have been the defensive player of the year. What are we doing here, fellas? If you can get this guy on your team, you bring him home. Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, and DJ Reader. Are we serious, fellas?
All under contract.
What are we even talking about?
And if, bringing in Myles Garrett means you don't re-sign Carlton Davis,
see ya.
Who needs corners when the quarterback's on their ass every 2 seconds?
Kendall Vildor will look like goddamn Darrell Revis out there if you have these four rushing the passer.
Vildor Highland.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, too, right? You talk about Terrion Arnold, like, it's not being able to look like the elite version of himself because there's no pass rush.
Well,
that's pass rush.
You got Hutch and Garrett out there. That's a little different.
That's pass rush.
Lee McNeil, too. I mean, it'd be just, it's almost too good to be
Myles
true.
Garrett is like a top 5 defensive player in the NFL. And anybody who says they don't want him on their team is stupid. Where you are right now, you do everything in your power to get Myles Garrett.
And I think KG's the one that mentioned this on BDE. It's like we didn't even go. We're not even going full fuck them picks. 2 first-round picks is nothing.
Yeah, and again, nobody really is expecting this to happen.
Yeah.
But the writing is there.
But even if you do, we still have like the genetic make. Like our team is still there that we would still survive that. Like everyone's already on a contract. Even looking at if you truly have faith in this coaching staff, which I do. I know it's a new one, but I still have faith in like just the key components we have. They're calling the plays with. The Rams still been in the playoffs for the past 2 years. The 1 year they missed the playoffs, Matthew Stafford got hurt, Aaron Donald got hurt, Cooper Kupp got, like everybody on that team got hurt that 1 year they didn't make the playoffs, and we got blessed that 6th-round pick and passed on Jalen Carter.
Rando Smalls in the Woodward Sports Chat said Browns would want Anzo, Monty, Raymond, and 2 firsts and a third.
They can't afford it.
They would not want any of those guys. They would not want old locked-in contracts. They would need picks.
They can't afford to take on any players.
No.
They cannot make a Myles Garrett trade until they figure out other contract situations too. There's $36 million in dead cap. He would automatically be in the trade scenario.
Mm-hmm.
They can't afford that right now. Deshaun Watson on one of the highest paid contracts. Every dollar of it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's other guys over there
it's
too.
Like a $70 million cap hit or something.
Yeah, dude. It's like.
That was the dumbest contract ever.
They're not taking players in exchange. Yeah, that was crazy.
And now and refusing to buy escorts for him, even after you paid him that much money, is just bad business.
It is bad business. Maybe the escorts in Ohio are just disgusting.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, maybe they're just gross.
They just look like Lucas with long hair.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I picture it. There's a Lucas in the corner.
Fat.
No, they're screaming out fat like Pokemon.
Some kind of monster off Elden Ring.
I'd love to. And if you guys want to go the draft route, we will be talking for the first time in 2025 NFL Player Draft Spotlight for Spinny and I. We got 2 guys that we're going to talk about Friday that we'll end up talking about today. And they are both edge rushers. So stay tuned for that one. We do have to go to break, though. Tell us about Les Stanford.
Les Stanford, new year, new you. How about a new car? Les Stanford Buick GMC is here for you. Get a 2025 Hummer EV SUV for 24 months, 10,000 miles a year, only $699 a month for $1999 down payment. Or 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 crew cab, 24 months, 10,000 miles a year, $359 a month, no money down. Need the GMC discount for both. Get to Les Stanford today to check out the massive inventory. Les Stanford Buick GMC, LesStanford.com.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at LesStanford.com today.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Sorokies. 7 different signature flavors of amazing chicken wings. If you aren't doing your game day with Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, you don't know ball, and you're doing it all wrong. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is the best around. Limited time offer right now for 7 different signature flavored wings. Visit Sorokis.com to find one near you. Don't, please. That's the only words I know of that song, to be honest with you. Oh, God. Smash the like button. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Share the stream. What would I say? Smash the like button. Or
share the stream.
Yeah.
Click the stream, like it, and share it. Let's all pray for Myles Garrett.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe.
I think it was cooler when I first said it.
I don't know. I think you just thought it was cooler.
No, you liked it. You said bars.
Still doesn't mean it's cool.
Nah, you
He's
said
a nice
it.
guy.
You already said it.
Just because it rhymes.
It's probably cool the first time.
Yeah.
You know, just saying.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing.
You know, whatever. I'm easy. Joined by Hate Morax.
Hate.
Young Chris. Nikki Sins.
Out here.
Nikki Sins.
Laying the...
Ain't the only one doing people dirty.
Laying the pipe around here.
The Detroit Red Wings hit a Canadian World Tour. Got booed during the national anthem.
Yeah.
Multiple times, if not mistaken. And they still dicked them down every single time.
Yeah, 25% tariff on all those L's, Canada.
How about
Because
that?
the Red Wings are coming out there and
How
taking
about
names, boy.
Kendrick
Love to
them.
see him play like that. Couple overtime wins, one in the shootout. Their defense is playing great. They've only allowed 7 goals in their last 7 games. This team right now, since January started, is the best hockey team in the National Hockey League. Since the beginning of January, they have been the best hockey team in the National Hockey League.
You're welcome.
They're now sitting in the first wild card spot in the East. It's a fun brand of hockey to watch, man. You got your stars acting like stars. DeBrincat, Kane, Larkin, Raymond, Sider, Edvinson, all playing at an all NHL level. You've got young guys, Johansson, Casper, stepping up big time. Johansson's getting better and better every single game.
He is pesky. He annoys the fuck out of people. I can tell, dude. I love it, man.
And he's sound. And you put him up there with Edvinson. You put him up there with a guy that's not Gustafsson or Jeff Petrie, and it's bringing out the best in him.
And he don't back down.
No.
Just the other night against McDavid, not giving a shit. McDavid even tried to fucking hit a little spinner Rooney, trying to boss up on him like that. He said, "Nah, I'm still poking the damn puck away."
Yeah.
Raymond with a nice defensive play last night too.
Raymond, his playmaking this year has been on a whole nother level.
Yeah, he stole. That's this.
Yeah, sure it was.
Hey, he stole the puck on defense, then made the pass to DeBrincat for the game winner. Shout out to DeBrincat last night too, coming back to life. Because last year I just thought, me as a novice to hockey, I'm thinking like this guy's just fucking god.
He needed a playmaker, man.
Yeah.
He needed a playmaker. You put Patty Kane on the line with him, one of the best playmakers in the history of the NHL.
Shout out to him in his return.
And you have that connection already with them playing together in Chicago. This is so beautiful to watch this Red Wings team play like this. Because this is the Yzer plan that Steve Yzerman envisioned. This is what he saw. And now we're all seeing it. Now we're all experiencing it because they have coaches in there. Lucas Raymond.
It's not even done.
Is one of the best hockey players in the world right now. Like, not one of the nicest players, 22 and younger, not one of the best Red Wings on the team. He is one of the best hockey players in the world right now. And you've got Edvinson and Sider playing at top defensive pairing level.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Dylan Larkin showing that he is a 1C on a playoff team. Patty Kane still got some gas in the tank. 3 players with 20-plus goals before the All-Star break for the first time since '95, I believe. This team is different, man. Tom McClellan's got them buzzing, and it starts at the top, and your
Boys
stars
are
are playing
buzzing,
like
yeah.
stars.
To shine some light on Lucas Raymond and how big of a superstar he's become this year, there was one name of the next young and up-and-coming superstar, and his name was Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
He's older than Lucas Raymond, and he only has 4 more points in 1 more game right now. You're talking about that kind of superstar Lucas Raymond is right now, and he's younger than him.
And what the fuck happened to Trevor Zegras, huh? I remember Trevor Zegras was supposed to be better
That's
than
true.
Lucas Raymond and Mo Sider.
Yeah,
remember
all
that.
those hockey savants
Are
out
they trying
there.
to trade him too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of level that Lucas Raymond is playing on. And like you said, Easy, it was nice to see Alex DeBrincat get going because this is what Alex DeBrincat is. When he gets hot, he's hot as hell. Like, he will win you games single-handedly. And I thought it was a great play to give it to Raymond, get it back, finalize it. I feel like if he gets in that spot with space, he will score.
He needs a playmaker.
Yeah,
he needs a guy that's going to put him in the spot to score. He's got a fucking sniper.
He'll hit it.
And you need a guy that's going to put him in the spot, put the puck on his tape, and we saw that right in overtime. Lucas Raymond with a fucking beautiful pass.
I think he set him up twice in overtime too. He just missed the first one.
And Alex DeBrincat, the American sniper. Like, this guy, that was
fucking nickname.
Credit to JMO's Joystick on Twitter for he put a
yeah,
meme
so
up there.
him that. That's
American
so sick.
sniper, bro. The guy has a rocket of a shot, and now that you've got guys who can play make for him, like Larkin and Raymond and Kane and Casper, you see what's happening. Like, when he's in the top 6 with guys like that, he's going to score a lot more goals. Patrick Kane goes down, they put Tarasenko in there. He doesn't score as many goals. Boom, first game, Patrick Kane's back.
Yeah.
Look at that. And I know it was from Raymond, but still. That top 6, man, you're not going to find a top 6 playing better hockey in the league right now than what the Red Wings have. You're not going to find a top 4 pairing of defensemen playing better hockey in the league right now than what the Red Wings have. You're not going to find 2 goaltenders on the same team playing better hockey than what the Red Wings have right now. And that is credit to Tom McClellan for having these guys play fucking hockey. Sometimes it is that simple. Sometimes you don't take this 6'4" demon of a prospect center and put him on the 4th line with guys like Christian Fischer and Joe Veleno. Sometimes you put him on the 1st line and you see what happens. Sometimes when you got this 2nd round pick that you think is going to be a top 4 defenseman, you don't put him on your 3rd pairing with Jeff Petrie or Gustafsson. You put him on a top pairing with one of your top prospects and you see what happens with Johansson. Like, those are decisions that Derek Lalonde made that proved he was not fit to be an NHL coach. And you get a real NHL coach, a real winner in this league, comes in here and says, what the fuck are we doing here? Marco Kasper, his whole life, has been a top 6 forward. He is playing top 6 in the NHL. Johansson has been nothing but a top 4 prospect for your D pairing in the league since we drafted him. He's playing on your top 4. And look at that. They take off. It's really that simple sometimes.
I think you got enough skill players when it comes to these overtime situations too.
Yes.
Both in the 3-on-3 and the shootout. And then shout out to Lion. Lion!
Yeah.
Last night, 2nd game in a row, he's just on his fucking head. That one save he had, I believe, before the end of the 3rd. Oh no, that might have been an overtime one.
Yeah.
It was right there.
It was in the 3rd. Yeah,
was in the
when
3rd?
he came across.
Yeah. Lion and Talbot. And I gave Talbot his love before too, but the last 2 ones have been Lion. And I want to give him his respect too, because Talbot was... We know he was on a heater. Mm-hmm. And the other thing, too, is like the teams are playing in Canada aren't bad teams.
No,
they're all
better record.
Those were all very good teams.
Yeah.
Very good teams.
And, like, it's nuts.
Like Edmonton, Calgary, and the Canucks are all very good teams. And you went into their house 3 games in 4 days, you're 3-0.
Unreal.
How you fucking doing, Canada?
And I texted in the group the other day, too. I told you boys, like, I'm about to be a Yzerman sim because, like, every one of these guys that are having an effect in these games,
dude.
Outside of Kane, he drafted.
That's like the people, like the Yzerplan, when we were still screaming Yzerplan, even though we were upset with him, and guys were saying fire him. I was like, what the fuck do you mean fire him? Look at these guys he's drafting. It's not his fault that this coach is dog shit. I mean, it kind of is because he hired him, but still, he got rid of him. The talent has always been there. The prospects have always been there. These guys... Everybody was salivating over them for a reason. And ASP, Makarish, I was called crazy. Just fucking wait on this kid. Danielson, when you got him as your 2C, instead of Comfer or Cobb, in between DeBrincat and Mazur or Lombardi or whoever, when you're bringing up Nygaard for the playoffs and he's knocking dudes on their ass and snipe showing from the slot. Like
Dimitri.
Oh, man. Yeah. Booch, Lombardi, Mazur, Danielson, ASP, Wallander. Like, the well is still deep, man.
That's the
Not
crazy
to mention
part.
2 stud fucking goalie prospects.
Not to mention that you just got Sider and Raymond long-term on now. Absolute steals. That Raymond deal looks like a flat-out fleece. We love you, Raymond. Hopefully we can set you up with some sponsorships because that is such a team-friendly deal already.
Yeah. Gillette's got to hop on that.
Yeah.
Razor.
Yeah. Hey, set it up.
Just saying.
Set it up. Get
Just
a piece of that. But yeah, I mean, in Canada too, with all of them like booing the American teams, I mean, I just love to see it. You know, you want to be all
Especially
salty. And Alex DeBrincat getting the game winner.
Captain America,
American sniper,
Captain
breaking
America,
the
Dylan Larkin out there,
Yes.
the American sniper,
Yeah,
and
back
Alex
to back.
DeBrincat, and the greatest American hockey player of all time in Patrick Kane out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna boo the national anthem with those 3 fucking dogs out there. All right, good luck, Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, pissed them right off.
Oh yeah, I
Keep
feel
coming.
like I would have been pissed if I was getting booed.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of fucked up. We don't boo your national anthem.
I feel like we should start
Canadian
though.
national anthem's pretty fire. I've been on record saying they call themselves the True North. That's pretty fucking cool.
If we're being fair, Americans have been mean to Canadians for the last year. Like,
Chris defending Canadians.
Surprise,
I forgot.
Chris is
I'm not defending them.
Turncloak.
I'm not defending them. I just said Americans have been pretty mean to Canadians the last few years after Kendrick whooped Drake's ass.
You would know because you are Canadian. Don't hide from it.
That is true.
I am Canadian. I'm ashamed
What
of
they call
it.
them?
Deeply ashamed of it.
Poutine slaps. Poutine slaps.
Mudbloods.
Mudblood.
Yeah.
You mudblood.
Who's the fourth game? Who's the fourth game? It's
we got the Kraken.
Okay. Yep.
We got the Kraken.
Hey, I will say, A little happy we didn't have to go against Quinn Hughes last night.
Yes,
the boys were tired.
that definitely helped.
The boys were tired.
Definitely
we
helped.
needed that.
Unfamiliar.
Way to
Hughes
pull out
is
a
one of
win.
the best defensemen in the NHL already.
Oh, I know actually that is.
Yeah.
He is what ASP is going to be.
I think I traded for him
hopefully.
when I bought.
Quinn Hughes.
NHL,
He's the modern defenseman. It's like when you talk about
Cale
the best
Makar,
defenseman in the NHL, you're talking about Cale Makar, you're talking about Quinn Hughes, and then you get to guys like Mo Seider and Simon
Speaking of
Edmondson.
him, shout out Sherrod.
Shout out Ben Sherrod.
Wasn't familiar with your game, sir.
Oh, Big Ben.
Yeah, nice little snipe last
He was
night.
playing like this at the end of the year last year when they were winning games. If he can be your fourth defenseman until ASP gets up here playing like this, it definitely helps when he's on a pairing with Mo Seider. Like, Mo Seider is playing Norris level defense right now. Like, we need to sit down and appreciate what Mo Seider is doing. He is one of the best defensemen in the NHL already. And Simon Edmondson is getting there. Like, it's just having good hockey is so much fun. Like, I miss this.
To be honest,
I really miss it.
If I may, for the casual viewer too, like, it's worth it.
It is.
It's worth it. I mean,
Hockey's
you guys.
the
I
most
think if you guys
exciting
watch
sport
the
to
show,
watch.
you guys know I'm not the biggest hockey guy. I've been texting Nick for his like logging like a crack at it because it's just been that good. Like these players, as Spinney said, the top 6 is up there with anybody else right now, and they're balling like it. It's worth the price of admission.
And hockey is the most exciting sport to watch because when they are on the ice, they are going 100% of the time. Like they're flying up and down breakaways, all that stuff. And 3-on-3 overtime is one of the most electric things in sport.
There's just so much heart-stopping action. Like whether when you score or when they're about to score, like,
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
saying? When you do score, like,
Last night I would have been on a heater today if they would have scored in overtime because Gustafsson threw that puck right to him.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I
was yelling at my TV.
I don't want to see Gustafsson and I don't want to see Tarasenko in the overtime.
Which is who's the guy that ran into Patty Kane? Was it Gustafsson or Hall that ran into Patty Kane? Bro, all right, so back-to-back games, he's had a little bit questionable play. I know he's been playing a little bit better, but he took out Patty Kane, and they came down the ice. I thought they were going to score out in Calgary. So.
Burn in the Woodward Sports Chat, the super chat.
I want to read this one.
Shout out.
Because he got the Stone Cold profile pic, and this is some Stone Cold trash talk, too.
There you go.
I don't respect the country that hasn't won a Stanley Cup in 30 years.
Hell yeah.
Gary had another team to the desert.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
Canada's
them.
mad,
Fuck
dude.
Canada.
Canada's mad.
I didn't have beef with you. I got a mud friend.
Does have a mud friend.
I'm not
Listen,
Canadian.
guys,
Couple of my
I'm
best friends
ashamed
are half
of my
Canuck.
Canadian roots. I'm ashamed of my Canadian roots. I denounce my Canadian
Dude's
roots
bootlicking now.
at every time I can.
Uncle
But
Tom? Your
look,
Uncle Tom
even
over there, huh?
My guy Tommy Lyles, my neighbor's dad, fucking great man. He's Canadian. I don't got a problem with him. D-Mac's Canadian.
Yeah, D-Mac is Canadian.
Sean's Canadian.
It's kind of funny. There's been a few times you guys talk shit about Canadians on VDE.
Oh, yeah.
I think we forget sometimes.
Well, D-Mac's
Canadian.
he's dual citizenship.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's tied in.
And look, if you're not even a hockey guy, which I don't know how you are. Again, I was not a hockey guy before here, and I am not watching it. Is electric. But if you're not
in person, hockey is playoff hockey, bro. Those playoff games at the Joe were fucking nuts.
If any listeners have like a spare ticket and they want to take the boys to the game or me to the game, you know what? I'm always down.
And
I'm
if you're not a hockey fan for whatever reason, just root for the simple fact that never in history has all 4 Detroit teams made the playoffs in the same season. Let this be the year. We feel pretty confident about the Pistons, Lions, Tigers, check, Red Wings.
Still.
Yeah, so Canada, you can boo these nuts and take these L's. Because
Yeah,
the Red Wings started
3-0.
off 4-0. On 6 in a row, 4-0 on the Western trip. 3 games in 4 nights, and they went 3-0. Canada's our bitch. Red Wings don't care. I love it, dude. I love it, man.
Don't
Take those terrorists and shovel it up.
Shove them up your ass.
Shout out to the Song Kayaks. Wait, what did Canada do to make you mad? They've been booing our national anthem.
Yeah.
So Fulcum.
And catching L's.
And catching
L's. Hella L's.
And like that, dude. Shout Alex Lyon. This is what he is. This is what you knew you had out of Alex Lyon. But he can't do it as the number 1 goalie. He wears down. He breaks it. We saw it last year. He had a stretch. He had like a 3-week stretch where he was the best goalie in the world last year. And then he breaks down because if you give him too many starts. But if you're giving him every 3rd start, that's perfect. And Cam Talbot's been playing on his head too, man. It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. These Red Wings, man, they're must-see TV every night.
Absolutely.
I agree. Wholeheartedly. We gotta pay some bills. Kind of passed it, Spinny. Where did Nick get his Johnny Sins haircut?
Lady Jane's. Make sure you tap in. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. You can get the Johnny Sins like Nick did, or just get a perfect practical haircut. Hot lather neck shave, scalp massage, and a hot towel treatment from one of our lovely, talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk-ins always welcome. It's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, you know, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
Hey, give it up for David Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
So hot.
Oh, yeah. Shout out. Did you know they weren't even invited?
Big fan of the Grammys.
So, real quick, by the way, smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. I wasn't watching as much Grammys because the Red Wings were on at the same time. And truthfully, I just don't really respect it after the whole Macklemore incident. Although we got our revenge last night with Beyonce. Shout out.
Yeah, but it came at the cost of Shabuzi, too, which kind of sucked.
Don't care.
I don't think
Shabuzi got one
Does
fucking
Shabuzi
song.
even have an album?
No, sorry. I'm mixing up the awards. That was he was in the song category. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick, by the way. We'll get to that
Kendrick.
as well.
Yeah.
But
go.
How it's kind of boss, kind of. It's just Kanye. It's the most
just Kanye
Kanye thing
being
ever.
Kanye.
They weren't invited. Showed up. The red carpet. Got
She
the
was
photos.
naked.
She was in this heavy fur coat. Drops the fur coat completely new dress. Awesome. And
Talk about,
displaying everything.
Perfect big naturals.
Pro
all day.
She's got one of the best sets of tits I've ever seen in my life.
All right.
Eat the clock up, baby.
I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
I would tell her that to her face. She obviously likes, proud of them, showing them off. Listen, you got a great set of titties. Big Grammys guy.
Absolutely.
What would you say?
Did you guys see
listen, you got a
Kanye's
great
tweets?
set of titties.
Yeah.
I called them primo milkers in the group chat the other day.
It's such a pleasure to meet you. You got great tits.
Great tits. Big fan of your tits. Don't know anything else that you do, but
Literally don't know anything else about her.
no.
Yeah, she's a
I
music.
just saw a
was a
video of her
model.
singing "Can't Tell Me Nothing" while Kanye was putting on.
Didn't even know she could talk. Didn't even know
She
she could
doesn't
talk.
got to talk. I'd just be swooning.
But yeah, they weren't even invited. Back to go ahead.
He said.
Xavier
He said,
says-
dude, they're absolutely naturals. You see how them boys
Oh,
hang?
those are natties. Yeah,
Natty daddies.
when they're hanging from the bottom a little bit, there, that's when you know.
Swing love.
Phil
sweet
says to her
chariot.
face. I mean, I probably wouldn't be looking at her face, but yeah.
Yeah.
She's also very pretty. Very pretty
she's
woman.
Did you
she's
guys see
beautiful.
the clip of the kid kind of looking around the
Yeah, I
corner?
did
Oh,
see that.
hell yeah.
I think that was real.
Star was born.
Yeah,
Stuff.
exactly.
His tweets were
He
wild
stopped,
today too.
he stopped playing with Legos that day.
Stop playing with Legos that day for sure.
Speaking of doing it without cheating, the natty way.
Natty way.
Detroit Pistons 80 points in the paint and only 13 foul calls last night.
Yeah, we got the graphic.
What the fuck? The most disgust. I fucking hate the NBA.
Look at
bro.
this.
I hate it.
Kate Cunningham is third in NBA history of most games with 20-plus points, 15-plus assists, and zero free throws
on his
made.
rookie contract.
On his rookie contract, he's third in NBA history. This is egregious.
Disgusting, bro.
This is egregious. I want him to start swinging on refs. Like, this is crazy. Adam Silver was in the fucking building the other night. He's getting slapped every time he goes to the lane, and they weren't calling anything. It's like the LeBron effect, except he doesn't even get LeBron's calls. Like, he's so big and so physical that, he's 6'7", 230. So when he gets to the lane and somebody hits him, he can fight through it because he's so strong that they're not going to call for him. But if Jalen Brunson gets an eyelash dropped on him, he goes flying and they call it.
It's disgusting, bro. I tweeted it out today after I saw it. It's because I believe this. I can't really watch NBA the same way I used to because of it. It grosses me out, bro. It's like just under boxing for me and like just corrupt, gross shit that I don't even want to like allow myself to watch because I'm addicted to sports. I do. It's fucked up. And it needs to be corrected at some fucking point.
Yeah. Adam Silver needs to fix this.
Like, that should not happen. They had 20 free throws with only 40 points in the paint.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
We had 80. 80.
The most since
Kate had one free throw.
And I believe that's the most since like
and
90s.
And it was a technical free throw.
Yeah. So 80 points in the paint, the most since 1996. And only 13 free throws collectively as a team. What are we doing?
It's embarrassing. And if Cade got SGA's whistle, he'd average 35.
It's not like he's not being fouled, too.
He's getting obviously whacked, hit, bumped. Anything that we do, they would call a foul on. It's just more proof that Adam Silver in the NBA hates the Pistons. So it's fuck him.
I don't understand like why. I just don't understand the why.
He literally
because we tried to kill Larry Bird and Michael Jordan and
LeBron.
But that's so years ago,
man.
Like, we're not even that type of team.
Still,
like, what are we doing?
People don't forget.
I guess not.
Never
What
forget.
the fuck, man?
Yeah, I'm not sure why it is. And obviously, we got screwed in the lottery a couple times. We got lucky to get Cade. But yesterday, when he had Ayu Dosunmu just blatantly ripping him multiple times, he finally just put him on his hip, talked to the ref while he was dribbling. Yeah. That was the most crazy thing in my life.
That's
and then
disgusting.
the ref finally
That
called
shouldn't be
it.
the fucking
He was
case.
protecting the ball, saying, "I'm getting fouled,
fucking foul.
bitch.
Yeah.
He's fouling me right now, bitch." Makes a move, then he calls the foul. Yeah. Like, that is just ridiculous.
The first time I've ever seen that in the NBA.
He's gonna have to start doing that every time.
Yeah. Literally.
Shout out to Caleb and Over Sports Chat
Like I
too.
said,
It's
I
not
want him
just
to start
KD either.
swinging
It's
on
everyone.
refs.
And yeah, Fontecchio got grabbed up too.
Yeah. I mean, that was a bad call or a bad no call.
That's a bad no call.
I'm not crying about Fontecchio not getting calls.
I'm crying about all of them. Yo, I want just for all the
but
fucking
Cade
Pistons players.
deserves a whistle.
Yes.
Cade deserves an all-star whistle. He's going to be all-NBA. He deserves a fucking whistle. You're not giving it to him is criminal. He's the best point guard in the league. Like, give him a whistle, bro. The only reason people think Shea is better than Cade is because he gets a whistle. If Cade got Shea's whistle, he would be the best guard in the league and it wouldn't even be close.
It's past the point of logic now. It's past the point of just this, oh, he's this young guy. No, he's arrived. He's shown that he's arrived. And I don't care that it's only been a half a season. He has shown that he is clearly, when put in a competent situation, he is a guy. He is a made man. And that is the type of player that gets those calls. He's initiating the contact consistently. He's doing everything he needs to do to get these calls. I've literally seen him look at the refs and say, what more can I do? He's done it in press conferences, on the court. JB Bickerstaff has vouched for him. It's frustrating. It doesn't make any sense at all, especially when you get to Nick's great point that he made earlier. When you're looking for American stars, you have an American star right here. Like Cade Cunningham, like
xenophobic.
He's a guy. He is a made man. He should be getting these calls.
We're gonna have at least two players that start on the next Team USA. Well, Jalen Duren's going to be the center for Team USA the next time they come around, and Cade Cunningham's going to be the point guard.
Which, speaking of which, we got to go to break about it, but Jalen Duren deserves some apologies.
You're goddamn right he does.
Because the first quarter of the season, a lot of you motherfuckers wanted to trade him.
Yeah.
I remained quiet. I
I
don't have FanDuel to like, participate in all of it, but I've always been a Jalen Duren guy. But we got to go to break first. Tell us about Sabbath Coffee.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters, delicious, locally roasted specialty coffee dropped off right at your doorstep. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order. SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Support local, support Michigan companies, support Sabbath Coffee Roasters.
Love Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
New Holland Brewing Company, like I said, support local, support Michigan companies. New Holland Brewing Company, obviously a Michigan company, and their taller long drink is just flat out delicious. Grapefruit puree, gin-based cocktail made, bottled, packaged here in Michigan. Find it at a Total Wine near you. Taller long drink at New Holland Brewing Company.
What up, though? Smash that like button. We very much appreciate it, guys. Be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. I'm Easy, Spin More Racks.
Right.
Old Chris, Nikki Sins.
What
Nikki
up,
Sins.
no?
We're all proud to be here in front of you guys. We all love you guys for helping and supporting us.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Without further ado, though, I'm proud to say, ain't no Jalen Duren slander on my name. All right?
I wanted to keep him.
Hey, but it's some of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was this side of the room.
You motherfuckers.
I never said
guys
trade him.
I call friends.
Chris hated him.
Chris was hating on the motherfucker. You guys say sorry right now, you dirty motherfucker.
I never said trade him. I said I don't think they re-sign him with what he's playing. This man has been lights out. The past 9 games, I put the tweet out there, like the stats that he's doing. He's had a double-double in 8 of his last 9 games. He's shooting 75% from the floor. He is getting blocks. He's getting steals. He is distributing the ball, too. Like last night, obviously, he had, 21-13, 5 assists, something like that.
He's always been a good passer as a big man.
Always been a good passer for a big man. His perimeter defense is still god-awful. Yes. That is not something that has improved. But he's giving more of an effort.
It's an apology. What are you doing?
He's getting more of an effort on his help, on his rotations, on his rim defense. You see that there. You see him contesting shots. You see him helping on other guys. Mm-hmm. And that's what you ask for him.
He's a consistent bucket when running to the rim.
You shouldn't ask a 21-year-old to immediately be an elite defender in the NBA unless you're Wembanyama. Mm-hmm. You know, it's probably not going to happen. I'm not really his switchability on the perimeter isn't something that I'm too concerned about because you're not really going to ask him to do too much of that. Yeah. That's what you got Stu for. But he has been playing lights out, man. He's been playing lights out.
Yeah. Let me just publicly apologize because
put that on his name, you mudblood son of a bitch.
I got you. My stance on him wasn't trade him. It was it was just I flat out didn't see the future in him, the bright future that everybody saw, because I never saw a center come in the NBA and not have the level of defense that Jalen Duren had and then get to a good level defender. And he's been getting there. And I don't want to even put it all on effort because when I'm watching this tape, what I'm seeing a lot of is just less thinking. I think part of this was him just naturally figuring it out. I do think there was an effort thing, or there is an effort thing from time to time. But I think more of what it was Jalen Duren just figuring out the reads, figuring out where he was supposed to be, and just being a little flat. And now that he doesn't have to think to the game and just react, he is an elite athlete. He is a top 1% athlete in the NBA, damn sure at his position. And so that is why the potential is always sky high with him, that if he can figure it out and he doesn't have to think the game, he could just react and rely on that raw athletic ability, he is going to be a dominant force in the NBA. And so I am glad I am wrong. I am looking wrong, but he needs to continue this. I need to see this at higher stakes in the postseason. But Jalen Duren is playing his ass off. I got nothing but respect for the young
He's
man.
been the second best player on this team in this stretch when they've gone, 11 or 12-6 or whatever it is.
11-6.
This is a guy who you see it.
Now here's a guy.
You could see it from what earlier in the season and even at times last year was. He is sprinting the floor. He's playing with energy. He's getting back on defense. He's using his athleticism, and his teammates are rewarding him for it. They're getting him the ball when he sprints the floor. They're throwing him the lobs, and he's having fun playing basketball again. So shout out to JB Bickerstaff, man, for real.
Yeah,
It's almost
absolutely.
as if he was just a 21-year-old kid in a new system with a new coach and a new philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you weren't as hard as him, so I'll go easy on you.
I'm thrilled that Jalen Duren's playing like this. I mean, when I would be at LCA, you could just tell he has the traits that separates himself from some of the other centers in the NBA. He just flat out does. Athletically, that's why he was a top 5 guy coming out of high school. He went to Montverde, he was a baller. He went to Memphis, he was a baller. He was the youngest player in his class. He actually reclassified. And when we took him in the draft with Jaden Ivey, I was like, are you kidding me? You just got 2 of the best athletes in the draft here.
Yeah.
Probably the
Really,
two best
probably
Yeah.
the 2 best. And Jaden Ivey was a little older, but you just had to let him develop. And he finally has a guy in Bickerstaff that I believe has faith in him.
Mm-hmm.
We've been seeing a little bit less of Stewart because he let Duren go out there and just play. And I feel like that's what he's finally doing. Cade's hooking him up on those lobs late games. I love nothing more than to see that. You see Jalen Duren getting hype about it as well. And, I mean, he's shooting 70% from the floor. And I still think he can, clean that up a little bit. So the sky's the limit for this guy. And I think the biggest thing you can tell, he's getting some more blocks and just changing shots at the
more
rim.
active.
Finally.
He's more active.
Yeah.
His motor is running. He is getting out there and he's making plays. He's having fun playing basketball again. It's a beautiful thing to see.
I still do
again.
love the fact that he can pass.
Yes.
I really do.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
He separates himself from other centers in the fact that he can throw some dimes.
Yeah.
He does make good reads.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
And he moves so fluidly.
He does.
He's not gumpy.
That's why I don't understand why he can't guard the perimeter. 'Cause he's very fluid athlete. It's like when he gets out there, he just gets
again. I think it's a mental thing. I think there's time. I think that's part of it. I don't think it is all motor.
Beyond the 3-point line.
Shot collar. No, I think he's figuring it out, and I'm really excited to see what he's doing, because if you're right, Nick, about that passing, that's an excellent point, because in today's NBA as a center, offensively, even Jalen Duren as just the elite finisher around the rim that he's been, shooting the 70%, you need to be either a passer or shooter. You need to be either a playmaker or shot creator.
Yeah.
In today's NBA as a center, unfortunately, you can't just be this rim running defender. So, shout out to Jalen Duren, man. He's earned everything. He's playing at an absolutely phenomenal level, and he is going to be the reason this Pistons team.
And he
reaches
was
their ceiling.
bitching Vucevic in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Vucevic was getting pissed because he was getting bodied by a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
He was moving him around, throwing him off with a little hook. Vucevic started fouling. He's like, "Fuck you! You're not gonna dunk on me again. I'm gonna foul your ass." And he's been hitting his free throws. He's also been hitting his free throws.
He got to get in the dunk contest.
Dude, the dunk
I'd rather
contest
see
is
Ron
a
in the dunk
disgrace.
contest.
Speaking of Ron. I mean, that steal that he had last night and fucking firing
He had 3 in a row. He had 3 in a row. Literally 3 steals in a row.
That's Kawhi shit.
It was so fucking hype. He had the one he dived for Kobe White, broke one up when they were inbounding it, and stole one in center court. I love Ron Holland. I love Jim Caldwell. I think Ron Holland is going to be a star in this league. I truly do. Because the jump shot, you could see it there. He's obviously been shooting the ball much better. He's getting more and more minutes. And, dude, the way he just slices through defenders in the air when he glides to the rim, his fluidity when he's driving to the basket, it's so crazy because he just floats, and then he's there and he's finishing and his head's right at the rim. The kid's a freak. He's got the hustle. He's got the grit. I love Ron Holland.
Reminds me a little of Paul
Holland.
George. Reminds me a little bit of Paul George, that fluidity you're talking about. This young core, there's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot of momentum heading in favor of the Pistons, and I'm just
and he's a
I'm just
YN dog.
excited.
He's got
Dude,
the energy, bro. He's got the energy. Like him
NBA
and Stu,
crash out.
Him and Stu
got that
the
crash out Kohloff
energy.
energy.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I told you, bro.
I love it, man. I want to see him baptize some people more.
Get Bobby Portis in here, man.
I want to see him start baptizing people for real.
Yeah.
Because he can at any opportunity.
He wants to.
And he wants to. But I love Ron. Ron's gonna be very good in this league.
When he started chirping Draymond, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Let's go.
His teammates love it. His coach, him and JB got the same energy.
Yeah,
dog.
JB's got the same energy.
JB's a little pit bull, dog.
I said they got to tone down a little bit at times, but yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah. I love every bit of it. Nick, Ron Holland, how you feel about him?
I feel good. I feel like I maybe said some things in the chat on Friday that maybe I didn't feel as strongly about. It was about the Asar and Ron Holland stuff. You guys get me gassed up because I'm like, all right, we got to get a guy that can shoot.
Everybody's getting you gassed up on Friday.
I think Ron brings an element to this team that they need. I mean, they flat out do on the perimeter. I really like what I see, and the way even the post game in the locker room when Cade goes in there with the WWE belt, gives it to Ron Holland after the game, like fired up. It's like these guys are really playing for each other, and I think Ron's a perfect complement to everybody else, but more specifically maybe even a guy like Cade because he is a pit bull, and maybe Cade's not the biggest when it comes to that.
You need a stop. You need a shot in the arm. You need somebody to go out there and just piss everybody off. You get 0-0 off the bench. You put him in the game. He's gonna make something crazy happen. And he's still so young. He's gonna get so much better. The confidence is already starting to get there.
Well, it's like when you get fucking sick of it with Asar Thompson, and then here comes this kid.
Yeah,
yeah, I love it.
I'm telling you, man. Look, the development that we are seeing out of Jalen Duren. That's what I said was the key to this Pistons team. To their ceiling this year was Jalen Duren taking a defensive leap. We're seeing that Ron Holland, if he continues to take this leap, boys, we are a Jose Alvarado away from the playoff winning series.
Hashtag hope for Jose.
Hope for Jose.
Hope for Jose. Let's get it done.
11-6 since January.
Yep.
Don't even do it.
I said get Cade, 3-point shooters and defenders. Everyone's arguing about the secondary ball handler.
What do they need?
Rim pressure.
What do they need on this team right now?
I want stretch forward.
That too.
So you want to trade for a stretch forward right now, or are you looking to trade for a secondary ball handler?
I'd rather have a stretch forward than a secondary ball handler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, love Jaden Ivey. But
what are you inferring here, Easy?
He's trying to say that they're winning because Ivy isn't playing.
No, I'm not saying that's necessarily why. But the narrative is it's not the time. It's not. But the narrative's
read the room, buddy.
The narrative's got some
Everyone's
extra
having fun today.
Evidence. That's all I'm saying. Let me tell you guys.
I'll tell you about the big game.
Woo!
The big game. Let me tell you all about it. Oh, wait. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. The big game requires a big party. Woodward Sports live at Hayes Social. Make sure you check it out. That is 21 Mile in Hayes in Shelby Township. Come watch the game with the crew on 3 17-foot screens. Book your table today before they are gone. 586-247-2223. Brought to you by 1800 Tequila, Sabbath Coffee, Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, and New Holland Brewing.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Skiers and snowboarders, get ready to send it on a 14-foot drop-in ramp with 3 custom features at the brand new JARS Utica location parking lot on Saturday, February 22nd from 1 to 5 p.m. Jam-style competition judged by 3 guest pros. $8,000 in cash prizes are up for grabs. Are you in? Register. Go to jarscannabis.com/JARS Rail Jam to sign up for open skiers and snowboarders 21 and up. Limited to 50 participants. Lock in your spot today. I'll say it once again. Limited to 50 participants. So if you guys, again, if you snowboard, you ski, and try and win up to $8,000 in prizes, lock in your spot today. JarsCannabis.com/Rail Jam to sign up. Darren McCarty and Stick will be doing the specialty broadcast from 2 to 4 p.m. That's fucking hard. Don't mean to swear on that one. Spectators are also welcome. The event is free to attend with free food from JARS purchases with live DJs and giveaways. Drop in and cash out. That's
Have
dope.
you ever skied or snowboarded?
Hell no.
Me either. That's a Rich White thing. Nick's probably done it.
Rich, oh, for sure, yes. Look at him.
Jesus, boys, I've been like 3 times in my life. All right.
Confirmed.
It's like lacrosse and boats. Like skiing and snowboarding is a Rich White's thing.
Oh,
I've sled.
lacrosse.
A sled. Big sled guy.
Dude.
Love sledding.
Yeah, my bad, Chris. I had you.
No, that's it.
All right, yeah.
Shane Daniel in the Woodward Sports Chat with the super chat. He said, "R.I.P. to Nick is Mr. Leahy. Just give him some glasses and it'll look like Walter White. Now, no, I am the liquor. Now it's I am the one who knocks."
Shout out. And shout out to Nick83, who the super chat told Mrs. Campbell on her post, we need Myles Garrett, and she liked it.
Hey.
Told her thanks for all her and Coach does for the city. She replied with, "It's what we do."
Holly Campbell is a gem.
She is a gem. Nick, you're about to say something. I apologize. To the Walter White comments? Or
I think it was the Leahy. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I did kind of act like Leahy.
Leahy's the GOAT, dude. R.I.P. to Mr. Leahy.
The real guy passed away?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's, why'd you say, oh, yeah? Like, it was like...
He's been dead for a couple years.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said, oh, yeah. Like, a blaze of glory or
No,
something.
no. He's been dead for a couple years now.
Yeah,
He's-
dude. Big cop shootout.
That's, dude, Trailer Park Boys is one of my favorite shows ever.
Goated.
All right, boys.
I just watched. Oh, never mind.
This is one of the rare shows where we, and shout out to Chris who pointed out, like, we may make the playoffs in all 4 sports, but also one of the rare shows where we may touch up on all 4 sports with actual interesting topics because the Detroit Tigers look like geniuses. Sky Harris looks
Scotty
like
Harris.
a brilliant mind.
Got Lorenzo.
Traded, Faedo they traded today too.
Yeah, they traded Faedo to the Rays. Don't ever like doing deals with the Rays, but
Yeah, he's going to become a stud now.
yeah, he's probably going to win the
Every
Cy
time we
Young or
trade the
something.
Rays,
But
yeah.
He got DFA.
you re-sign Jack Flaherty, so you got Lorenzo and Trey Sweeney from the Dodgers for free. You bring back Jack Flaherty. You could trade him again this year. You can have Chris Fetter. You can have Chris Fetter turn him into a Cy Young contender and trade him again to the Dodgers at the deadline, and I would not be mad at all.
2 years, $35 million.
Yeah, 25 guaranteed this year. Next year is open for if he wants to opt in or not.
Dude, he might get traded next year.
I would not be surprised if they traded him again at the deadline for prospects. But I love this move.
Insane.
I love this move. You bring him in. He's your 2 starter. Now you got Skubal, Flaherty, Olsen, Cobb, Job, and then you still got Montero. You still got Manning, Casey Myers. You still got guys that are going to be fighting for that in spring. But you got a legitimate rotation, and they're not done. Everyone I've heard, every single account is saying they are still pressing. They are still in talks with Alex Bregman. They now have the highest payroll in the American League Central. If they go out there and bring in Alex Bregman, which I'm thinking they're going to, and I hope they do, we can't really talk shit about Chris Ilitch anymore. You got to go back to talking shit about Javi. Because he went out there, he got you a bullpen demon. He brought you back Jack Flaherty. Mm-hmm. He brought you a guy in Cobb who's a veteran, who's a fine fit starter, maybe long relief bullpen guy towards that. Whatever you get out of him is a plus. It's a great signing by Chris Fetter. He went out, or by Scott Harris and by Chris Ilitch. He went out there and he dropped the bag on him, and it's perfect. This is a guy who was a Cy Young contender on your team last year. He was the best pitcher on the team that won the World Series last year. Like, this is a great signing. We know who Jack Flaherty is. We know he loves the city. We know the locker room loves him.
We're the ones who built him back up.
Yeah, it's a great signing. Love it, but still got to go get Bregman.
And the entire way through last year, even before you officially made the playoffs and into the playoffs, Jack Flaherty was rooting for us. And then all the signs on the wall, and Nick kept talking about it. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. But everyone says that shit. This time it actually
never happens. Never happens. And it actually did.
Nick, you're going to make a comment on the initial signing of the contract. What were you about to say?
Yeah, I mean, A-plus signing. You have to look at it that way, and luckily he didn't get that big contract that he was looking for when we...
had $25 million for a year.
He was looking for like a 4-year, but
Yeah.
all right, so he settles for the 2,
Yeah.
but when it comes to the contract, so it is 25 this year, and it is automatically 10 for next year, but if he pitches the 15 starts, makes 15 starts for this team, it can be $20 million.
Yeah.
So that's when it ultimately can get up to $45 million. Jack Flaherty, immediate number 2 starter, like Spencer said. But before we traded him, this dude had a 2.95 ERA.
Mm-hmm.
That would have ranked 9th in baseball when it comes to ERA. You just got a top 10 player when he's pitching at the caliber that he did for the Tigers because he was right there with Chris Fetter. You're talking about a guy that makes this team from, AL Central contender to contending for the ALCS. And I'm not talking about when they get there, like they can actually get to the World Series ultimately. And if you bring in Bregman, I think they can flat out compete with the Dodgers. Hopefully they get upset, but I don't know if anybody's going to beat the Dodgers. But maybe they could get upset in one of those early series.
Yeah, maybe the
baseball,
Rockies or somebody fucking...
definitely not the Rockies.
I mean, shit, just winning games alone is fucking nice to be doing again.
Exactly. You have the best one. Let me just finish this off here, Spencer. To put Olsen as that third starter now is big.
Mm-hmm.
This just makes your rotation so much deeper. In his first 100 innings last year, he had a 3.3 ERA. We're talking about 3 really quality starters, one of them being a Cy Young, the second being a Cy Young contender, and the third being maybe the most underrated pitcher in all of baseball in Reese Olsen. Jackson Joe, best pitching prospect in baseball. This is going to be the most talent we've seen the Tigers have when it comes to pitching since you were pushing out Cy Youngs across the board.
Yeah, and
it's unreal.
Alex Cobb, say what you want about him. He was the number 1 starter on a team that made the ALCS. And he shouldn't have been. Shane Bieber was hurt, but still. This is a guy that's your 4th or 5th pitcher now. You went from not having more than 1 starting pitcher at the end of the year last year to, if everybody stays healthy, potentially having a top 5 rotation in baseball. And you got Chris Fetter. And you have a demon fucking bullpen. A bullpen full of demons. Like, dude, the Tigers, they're going to be fun to watch pitch next year. Now go get fucking Bregman, and you win the Central.
And as of now, per rumors, we're still the favorites to land Bregman.
Yeah.
So if that does happen, I expect a pizza bitch update by you.
You can't talk shit about Chris Ilitch anymore if he goes get Bregman. You can't.
You agree?
Yes, I do. Because, it depends if Javier Baez is playing on opening day.
No, that's
even
what it is. You
if they get Bregman.
Talking shit about Javi.
Even if they get Bregman, I want to see Trey Sweeney. I want to see Trey Sweeney starting.
I mean, you can.
When this team went on this magical run that it did, it was in no part due to Javier Baez. It was actually everything but that.
It was a big part that he was out.
Exactly, is the reason why. So if you're starting him on opening day, I'll be livid. Even if, I don't even know if I can be livid if bringing in Bregman, but I'll be pissed. But I think one thing, just looking forward, they did trade for that catcher today. We're getting kind of deep when it comes to minor league prospects at catchers at this point.
Yes.
They could legitimately, I don't want to because I think he's going to be a great player one day. But if they don't get Bregman, they could trade Lorenzo for like a Alec Boehm or like a real third baseman.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Already in the MLB, where you're literally Flaherty could have made a starting shortstop, starting third baseman, and then pitching for the team that's competing in the playoffs.
If you get Bregman, you could package a Young with a Torkelson, a Manning, somebody like that, and bring in another fucking stud bat.
Yeah, really, you could.
And you should, you would move on from Young if you get Bregman.
Yes. Especially we got McGonigal in the lineup.
Yeah, you got McGonigal coming up.
Lee.
Yeah, you got a lot of guys that are going to fill positions in the middle and
how
of that
old
infield.
is Young?
24. Yeah,
maybe.
24.
And then with the bias stuff, how often do you think we see Sweeney? How often would you like to see him? Just rest days or split or like what?
I mean, I would like to see him every day, but
yeah, he'll play
Same
every day.
with
I mean, honestly, I did the math yesterday when I was just trying to get a good sense of what he actually brought to the table. I believe he would have ended the season with a 2.8 WAR. Like if he played out like that was his track, that was on pace, which is quality compared to Javier Baez's -1+. Like the defensive upgrade alone is good, but having a lefty bat that can hit right-handed hitters, like you're talking about, that guy has some pop, and that was his first time ever in the majors. I like what I've seen out of Trey Sweeney when he goes up against lefties. I mean,
Phil says, should Torque be at third, his natural position, and see what happens? No. Torque, nothing about the field is what was the problem with Torque. He can't hit. He can't hit a fastball. He forgot how to hit a fastball. Flat out.
If he doesn't come out swinging and talking like,
if he doesn't have like over 400
yeah.
in spring, he's not making the roster.
He's got to have like a 900 OPS.
Yeah.
Or 850.
He actually did bad in spring last year too. Didn't
He was very bad in spring last year.
Also, Bregman very bad in the first March and April last year. That's the only reason why he hasn't gotten this contract, is because he had 2 months of like a slow start, or else he would be getting this massive contract right now. And I think that's going to wind up being the biggest like misconception, is that Bregman is on this downward track. I think he's literally that player.
Well, I read somewhere he has some Latin blood. Maybe he's waiting for it to warm up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Best shape of his life?
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, do old guys start slow in baseball? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
let
them warm up. Let the bats warm up. That's a cliche
thing for
thing.
Everybody. Yeah. I mean, I heard his great grandmother was Spanish, so maybe it'll warm up a little bit.
Maybe.
We got to go to a break. Come back. We successfully talked about all 4 sports with, I believe, interesting topics.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're so back, baby.
So back.
We're
April
so
and the D
back,
coming
dude.
up.
Yeah. 2011 was the closest I think we ever made to 4 teams making the playoffs.
Yeah,
What happened? We talked all about the Red Wings. Didn't even mention once. They are the number 1 seed in the wild card. Well, the number 1 spot wild card. I want to say seed. Don't confuse anybody. The number 1 spot for the wild card right now. And no, I don't view that as the same as when we celebrate the Pistons getting 6, because it is a fluid position. It's just we battled back from nothing. We fired a coach, man.
They were dead.
We were dead in the ice, man.
Could you?
And now we're fucking in the playoffs.
You imagine?
You like Jamaican?
I was
and
Jamaican,
Canadian?
then went Canadian. Yeah, I meant to be Jamaican.
You imagine this Tiger team with World Series aspirations, Red Wings in the playoffs, solid, and the Pistons back, dude. It's about to be bumping, boys.
Wait. We back
in the D.
They posted it on Twitter already.
I'm playing it right now.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, because you
Follow
don't
at
have
Nikki Sins.
Nikki Sins.
That's just a
wait.
banger.
Did you say World Series aspirations?
If they get yes. If they get Bregman, you're literally looking. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And my man who was spot holding that third every once in a while last year.
Vierling.
Yes.
Vierling? He's a fine utility guy.
Great utility guy.
Okay, just that.
Play right
That's what he
field.
is.
All right. He's got one of the greatest gifts of all time in Detroit Tigers history, in my opinion.
Gifts?
slide,
when he popped up.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Vierling. I love Vierling, and he'll be one of the best utility guys in the MLB. But you don't want him being your everyday third baseman.
Malik Peterson, easy as Jamaican. Nick, I might pop up with you that taco spot.
It's a carry out only.
Huh?
It's a carry out only.
All right, we're pulling
You guys
up.
are gonna make out in the car and smash tacos?
No, that was you guys on the live stream.
Stop it.
Allegedly.
Why are you getting all red?
Roll the tape.
It's the jersey. It's reflected off my face. I don't got a beard anymore.
Tell us about the merch. We gotta get you bald headed at some merch, by the way, too. I gotta get Ryan on that.
Dude.
No, we gotta get Bald Nick merch.
Bald
Nick,
Nick
it
merch.
should be him.
One and
It should be him
hair
in
with
like
the other.
a doctor's coat
Nicky Sins?
with a D with a old English D on it.
There you go.
Nicky Sins.
What about the meat curtains, hair curtains?
The meat curtains?
The hair.
I don't want to see Nick's meat curtains.
You're trying.
You're pushing too hard.
I meant for the hair curtains, not the bald.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
All right,
it.
tell us about the merch, Chris.
Merch is available
Perfect
at
segue from Sauce.
woodwardsports.com. Go ahead and hit the shop tab today. Get hoodies, tees, hats, all of that. We got 4 teams chasing the playoffs this year. We got merch for each of them. So go ahead and get the best Detroit sports merch. The best Detroit sports swag resides in Detroit Sports. Woodwardsports.com. Check it.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
April.
Football's big game is right around the corner. Make sure you're ready to get the most out of your favorite sports with the best sports book made in Michigan for Michigan from Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort. Fund your online account with Cash. No need to link a credit card or bank account of any kind and get up to 100% deposit match up to $1,000 and 50 free spins. Visit playeagle.com and download the Eagle and Casino Sports app today.
April in the D.
Gamble responsibly. Aren't you legally supposed to say that?
I don't know if you legally have to, but it's just
I think it's
right
different
thing
too.
to say.
There's radio laws, but we're not radio. You know?
Cash.
We're streaming out.
Thanks, Chris.
Cash.
Speaking about gambling, I have a couple of those Joe parlays out. I'm gonna go lie, I'm a little nervous they're gonna hold him back a little bit and not start him on the big league team after the signing of Flaherty.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see him
actually in a groove.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. That's a tough situation to be put in though. As a rook, yeah. I
gets him some hair on his chest.
I really didn't mind it, but I want to see him, I guess, over a season span.
Dude, could you imagine if he was the opening day starter? Well, because they start the season in LA.
Yeah, I think they have another series after, maybe even 2.
Sweet series to see, especially with Bregman.
God.
I mean, LA's just fun to watch now.
Oh, yeah. Who are they going to throw out? Shohei?
Dude, the Dodgers are going to be so fucking good this year. It's
I can't believe they got that other Japanese kid.
Yoshiba, Roki, Sasaki.
That was. I know they spent a lot of bread on everybody else, but them just getting him as a throw-in was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was just
It's fucked up that they signed Shohei to the biggest deal in the history of the MLB, and they're like, yeah, we actually only got to pay him $1 million a year. Like, what? What? That's not cool.
And he's totally cool with it.
And they got Glasgow. Dude.
Yeah, they're going to be that are only.
Is Shohei going to be pitching again next year?
That's what I think he's on track to. I don't know. I'm excited I'm a big fantasy baseball guy. I'm excited.
I like baseball, man. I'm happy for baseball to be back.
Keeps me on track.
Opening day is going to be a blast this year.
It's going to be a movie.
Send a couple mailbag questions before we got out of here. I got one for you, Chris. Do the Lakers make the playoffs, yes or no?
Absolutely, they make the playoffs. I don't know if the LeBron and Luka fit works that well because they're both obviously best of the ball in their hands, but they're so smart that they're going to make it. They're going to make it work just with their.
I mean, LeBron and Wade were both needed with the ball in their hands, and that worked out pretty well.
Yeah, but Wade could. I guess
Luka can shoot a lot better than D Wade.
Yeah,
it's fine. Listen, again, they're smart enough to where it'll work. They're both basketball geniuses. They're going to make it work. And I don't think the Lakers are done. What's that?
I'll go after they said they're trying to get a center bad.
Yeah.
And people are saying maybe Myles Turner, maybe Vucevic. I'll go after Brook Lopez. If they can get Brook Lopez.
Myles Turner?
Huh?
Can they afford Myles Turner?
Probably.
They could also just get Clint Capella for dirt cheap, and that'd be fine.
Who?
Clint Capella
for dirt cheap.
Ooh, I liked it a lot. I don't know.
Again, he's a mid center, but that's fine. That's all you need.
Yeah, you just need a rim protector and a lob threat.
Exactly. Luka will get you fucking 20 points by himself just throwing
mailbag. DNC ENT is LeBron a Laker on Friday morning.
Ooh. There is talks with the Warriors. The Warriors said they called every single All-Star. About every All-Star.
They called about Cade.
That is what there are reports that the
That
Warriors
has
have
to.
called about every All-Star. So
LeBron
that would include
to the
Cade
Warriors
Cunningham.
would be fucking sick.
That would be nasty.
Watching him and Steph in the Olympics, like
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
it was so dope. That was fucking awesome to see.
I'm not a Jimmy Butler hater by any means. I'm actually a big Jimmy Butler fan, but I would find a lot of humor if Jimmy Butler is the only star not traded.
Doesn't get traded.
If we get like 3 more big dominoes or 2 more big dominoes, and then the only one that doesn't happen is Jimmy Butler, I would just crack up.
I mean, yeah, Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley is like the immovable object and unstoppable force kind of thing.
Yeah.
Shane Daniel, the 2024 Tigers, had a more successful season than the 2024 Lions. Am I crazy for saying that?
No.
No.
Well,
Lions did not win a playoff
Relative to
game.
standards.
Tigers won a playoff series.
Yeah.
Relative to
I mean,
playoff
you're
standards.
right. We were in the
Wild
divisional
card
round
series.
based off merits, though. We didn't
Yeah. I would say that the Tigers' season last year was similar to the Lions' season 2 years ago.
Would you say that
Yeah.
the Pistons season, assuming things kind of hold relative, how would you compare that to the Tigers season?
If they got to win a playoff series,
They'd have to win
I mean,
a
I
playoff
gotta be
series
honest.
too. But they were
real talk.
historically
Nothing
bad.
compares to like what that season was in terms of like coming back.
Oh,
Red
yeah.
Wings maybe make it a count.
maybe the Red Wings. You got to win a playoff series though. If you want, like the Tigers won a
Fair.
playoff series.
Fair.
Yeah, beat a Houston Astro team that won 2 championships.
I cannot
2
believe
World
the Wings
Series.
are in the wild card.
Dude,
Yeah, I
the
thought
Wings are fucking so much fun to watch.
You guys told me what's going to
Hey,
happen.
bro.
Shout out Todd.
I mean, they fired Lalonde.
Shout
I didn't
out
think they were going to
Todd.
fire Lalonde.
I asked after.
Hey, do I look like him now?
No.
Like who?
You look like Johnny Sins.
You look like Johnny Sins.
I'll take it. Most
Ain't a bad thing.
probably most
Or
bodies
like,
on
or
human
like
are.
Timu Jeff Bezos.
Nick just got too much aura, bro. We try to make him ugly. Fucking this kid just
No,
keeps
the
bouncing back.
hair on the sides was pretty fucking.
That shit was
cool.
hilarious.
That was
That's the shirt I want. Is the hair on this. You're currently the background on my phone.
Oh god.
Is it the one? Yes, with the
It's currently
Zen.
Nick.
With the zins
Hold on,
on
let me
the
clear
teeth.
so you guys can see.
Yeah, he's got the Zen in too.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, Nick with the Zen.
Yeah, here, let me zoom in on that. Hold on.
You're good. You guys
Hold
zoom in
on.
unless you want to. I don't care.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean,
I get a pH
Oh, yeah.
notification. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh god.
Shout out.
Shout out the chat
Worth
though.
it.
That was a lot of fun. Shout out you boys. I mean, it's a little.
Shout out to
crash
Chris for
now.
pushing it because we were definitely trying to hoe out. Me
Yeah.
and Spinny were. I ain't gonna lie. We were like,
Well, I think you guys just had loser attitude, and I just was like, come on.
And we did win. And we won.
No, Spencer
Wait,
was sitting
what?
on house money. Spencer was sitting on house
What are
money.
we talking about here?
The all nighter.
Yeah.
We were trying to,
Duck it a little bit.
I wasn't.
No, Spencer.
Yeah,
Spencer was. Spencer was
was.
also just in a winning situation, so that's
Yeah.
why I take it back. It was just easy.
Spenny
It was
was.
just.
I was being a dad
You had a
all
little
night.
bit of loser.
You
had
guys
a
are
little
just
bit of
fucking
loser
sitting there.
mentality.
you were being a mom all night for sure.
All right, but that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you tapping in. Make sure you smash that like button for
Love you
Easy,
guys.
for Nikki Sins,
Yes.
for Chrissy P.
Thanks for helping
I'm
us win.
Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.